Okay, I'm hoping this is working. It's working. Twitch audio, okay. Yeah, it's working, okay. Good. Technical difficulties. I had to play about with my VPN settings, and yeah, for some reason today it decided to not work. Anyway, I also restarted my computer, that didn't fix it. Turns out it was just one setting for like OBS, like the server I was connecting to wherever to stream. But it works now. Oh, did I not? I didn't know. I had it all pre-set up. It's because I restarted. Right, stream. Let me just post. Alright. This has ruined my plans. I'm 22 minutes late. Alright. This is fine. Let me just make sure everything is correct. I think everything is correct. Alright. Let me continue. So last time... Oh, it's not day... It's not day 1, is it? It has to... No, it has to be episode 5, yeah, because I did case... Not case. I did episode 4, yeah, so it has to be episode 5. The heck? We're in the city. It's city life. Tech difficulties. I was ready 10 minutes before stream. We got a knife. Okay. There's 2. There's 2 killers. Is this a TV show? I'm getting the vibes it's not real, it's a TV show. Wait a minute. Maybe I'm wrong. I think I'm on time. Okay, oh, it's been 2 months since Maya left the office. That's what I'm going with, Maya. 2 months without a single trial. Oh, he's been down bad then. Actually, there might be robo noises. I have not turned my phone off. Hang on. Oh, so this is like a new case. Is this like a fill in the blanks or fill in a gap kind of case? Well, I have my phone somewhere. The fact that there's not been robo noises probably means it's too far away. So this is fine. So 2 months without a single trial. I've had offers, but none I took. That is until the day that girl showed up. Why is Phoenix not taking any jobs? Is he that bothered? Look, she had to go back into the mountains to do her spiritual training stuff. Okay, why do I come here to the office every day? It's not like I want to work. Why does he not want to work? There you are, finally. Where have you been? My sister's trial is tomorrow. Okay. Who are you? It doesn't matter who I am, it only matters who you are. I'm a bit confused right now why Phoenix has not been doing anything for 2 months. The famous defense attorney Mia Fey. What? Wait, what? Oh, you're not Mia Fey, are you? I mean, okay. I'm sorry, but Miss Mia Fey no longer works here. Wait. So you are the coffee boy. I'm Phoenix Wright, a defense attorney. I'm just confused right now. Right. Wait. You're the Phoenix Wright. The Phoenix Wright from the Edgeworth murder case. Yes, that wasn't correct. It wasn't Edgeworth who was murdered, though. I mean, there was an Edgeworth that was murdered just, what, 20 years ago? That's a relief then. You're better than nobody. I'm sorry, I'm afraid I'm not taking cases right now. What is wrong with Phoenix? But you are Phoenix, you're right. Right? The undefeated defense attorney. Look, I'm not accepting any new cases. I'm sorry, but you'll have to try elsewhere. What is wrong with Phoenix? Please, I'm out of time. But please, you have to help. It's my sister. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Maya, could it be? It's not her. Is he that bothered that she left? Okay, I'll hear you out. Really? Thank you so much. My name's Emma. Oh, is it Emma? I assume Emma Sky. I'm trying to work out if there's a pun there. Emma Sky. Emma Sky? I'm a scientific investigator. Scientific investigator. Okay. So I'm still confused as to why Phoenix has not done anything for 2 months. Emma was it? So you're a scientific investigator. Yes, that's right. Is something wrong? No, it's just you seem kind of jumpy. Or maybe just young. Young? I'll be 16 years old this year. Oh, I see. Wait, only 16? I'm set to be formally assigned to forensics in 3 more years. Okay. My work is becoming quite well known. Of my age, no less. Okay. So what exactly is your current position then? Well, legally speaking, I guess you'd call me an 11th grader. Oh gosh. But I'm ready to do my job at my age, no less. Great, another future professional in training. Okay. So what's this about a case? You said the trial's tomorrow. My sister didn't do it. She wouldn't stab someone with a knife. She wouldn't. So it's a murder case. I don't care if there's a witness who saw her do it. She didn't do it. I know she didn't do it. It's a scientific fact. Oh gosh. And there's a witness. Just talk to her. You have to talk to her. Right. I suppose I will. I promised her I'd bring Mia Fey, but that's interesting. How would she know Mia? Okay. So you want to be a scientific investigator when you grow up then? Excuse me? I'm not a child, I'll have you know. Still, it's good to have a girl, albeit a very unusual one. I believe investigations should be done scientifically. Don't you? Yep, sure can't fault her for a lack of enthusiasm. Okay. If this case is handled scientifically, I'm sure my sister's name will be cleared. Your sister? I've been doing research, you know. I'm developing a new scientific method of case investigation. I'll show you when I'm done. I'm looking forward to it. I guess I should get down to the detention center and talk to her sister. But what is wrong with Phoenix? We're not getting to that yet. My sister's asked for Mia specifically. This Mia Fey person was a few years below her in school, so they went to the same school. She always told me to go to Mia if I ever needed a defense attorney. And well, I need one. Incidentally, Mia is a woman. Now that you mention it, guess it is more of a woman's name than a man's. Well, it's nice of you to help your sister out like this. You must be close. They're not close. Well, actually, when she gets like she is now, I kind of hate her. Huh? But she's my only family. Your only family? What about your parents? They died in a car accident when I was little. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, okay. Can I present the badge? Or is he not even gonna bother? I wonder. See this? It's my attorney's badge. Ah, well, I've never seen a real one before. You're the first one who's actually been interested in mine, believe me. Its composition is mostly silver, the gold plating is flaking a bit. She analysed it, scientifically. There doesn't appear to be any corrosion due to sulfides. I'll give you $50 for it. Sorry, but it's not for sale. Yet. What is up with Phoenix? The vibes. Okay. Detention center. It's February. Visitor's room. Oh. I wonder what's wrong with Emma. She's probably said no visitors. She got quiet all of a sudden as soon as we arrived. God, I thought I told you I didn't want visitors. Sorry, ma'am, it's just your sister. No excuses, or did you not want a raise this year, Understood, ma'am. Okay. What was that all about? Hang on. Hi, Lana. Funny. I seem to remember specifically telling you not to come here. Perhaps my memory is failing. Look, I didn't want to come here either, okay? But your trial's tomorrow and you still don't have a defense attorney. I'll be the one in court tomorrow. This has nothing to do with you, Emma. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Hey, how do you know me? Mia mentioned you. I've heard quite a bit. I'm sorry, what exactly is that you do? My name is Lana Sky. I'm chief prosecutor for this district. You're a prosecutor? Uh-oh. Two sisters, one a lawyer. Could this be a coincidence? Emma, Lana, Emalana. I'm trying to think of puns here. I mean, they're just like... Is this all a dream or something? I don't know. There's something wrong, Mr. Wright. Okay, let's try and talk to Lana. There's something you should know from the start, which is the suspect in this case has confessed to the crime. Huh? Wait, but the suspect is me. I did it. Well, Mr. Wright? Well, why don't you begin by telling me exactly what happened? The crime took place yesterday, February 21st at 5:15 p.m. That's quite specific, it is. It was in the witness's deposition. A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. That was a bit of bad luck, wasn't it? The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. The prosecutor's office, huh? In your subordinate's car trunk? Classy. I was arrested on the spot, caught red-handed as it were. Well, that's just great. So, who was the victim? An investigator with the police department? No, not Gumshoe. I suppose the correct term is detective. No! A detective? Death was due to a loss of blood. He was stabbed once in the stomach. By you? Death wasn't immediate, but the wound was fatal. I see. Allow me to repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective. You know what that means, don't you? Uh-oh. What, Mr. Wright? What does it mean? Well, it means the police department will consider it a matter of pride to have me found guilty. They will use any means at their disposal to do so. This case gets worse and worse with everything I learn. Who's the dead detective, though? Like, who? So you're the chief prosecutor? That is correct. I'm responsible for overseeing every trial handled by prosecutors in this district. I make sure the prosecutors have what they need to do the job and manage every aspect. Those are my responsibilities in a nutshell. That's an awfully large nutshell, it is. Still, I'm a little surprised. I would think you'd recognize the district's chief prosecutor, Mr. Wright. Huh? In fact, it seems impossible you wouldn't. Lana? What happened to your hand? Is Phoenix in like some sort of coma? Oh, this? I cut myself by accident. When I stabbed him, that is. Huh? I'm not very good at being a criminal, I suppose. How am I supposed to defend this? Time to change the subject. Wait, she was in the class ahead of Mia, wasn't she? I am so confused right now. Phoenix is being really weird. You were in school with Mia, correct? A few years above her. Emma told you that too, did she? Well, why not? I did drag him all the way here from his office. Although it seems he has very little in common with Mia. Hey, it was in law school, I was in my 3rd year, and she was auditing the class. She was different than the other students. Different. She was strong, she'd do anything to become a defense attorney, anything. That was probably why she was attracted to me. Wait, what? Excuse me? Oh no! Oh no. Intellectually attracted, Lana was top of her class in school. I was the best there was. Oh, Phoenix panicked for a second. I'm doing pretty good in school too, by the way. It sounds a bit different when Emma says it. It's true. Well, Mr. Wright, excuse me. As you can plainly see, I am admitting my guilt. I think it's safe to say there's no way you can take this case. None. But Lana, why? Why are you doing this to me? You never think of anyone but yourself. Oh no. I know you didn't do it, Lana. I know. So how can you say you did it? If I lose you, I'll be all alone. I hate you, Lana. Oh, she got the I hate you. Oh, she turned her back. Mr. Wright? Yes? I believe our discussion here is ended. The rest, I leave to you. You mean you're requesting my services as your defense? Don't lose any sleep over it. Your client has confessed after all. The case is over. Right, I'll do what I can to get to the bottom of this. Okay. Lana has confessed to the crime, yes. But something doesn't fit. It's that look in Emma's eyes. There's something else going on here, and I'm gonna find out what. Okay. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. Huh? About what? My sister, she's not always like that, you know. I just never expected to be defending another prosecutor again. She's changed a lot. She used to be so gentle, always smiling, everybody liked her. I see. Sorry, but I'm having trouble imagining that. What happened to her? I don't know for certain myself. I think maybe she... well, maybe not. Sounds like there's something there that defies a simple scientific explanation. Let's go check out this underground parking at the prosecutor's office, shall we? Okay. So... I'm still confused. It just... something doesn't feel right now. I don't know if I'm overthinking, but Phoenix just seems odd. Like, there's no context as to why he's done nothing for 2 months so far, and rejected every case. So this is a lot where it all happened. Looks like they're still investigating. Funny that my first visit to the prosecutor's office should be like this. Hey everyone, keep up the good work. Hey, what are you thinking? Well, they are going to be my co-workers 3 years from now after all. Okay. No harm in saying hello. Actually, there is. You know attorneys aren't supposed to examine crime scenes. I'm trying not to stand out too much here, see? Hey there! You're expecting to go unnoticed here, partner? Partner? We got a cowboy! What do we have here? Looks like a bambina got loosed from the ranch and is up to no good. Folks gotta learn to keep them doggies tied down, partner. Mr. Marshall! Wait, it's the Marshal. And he's trimming his beard. Marshall looks more like a sheriff to me. Looky here, Bambina, I know how you feel. But this is my gang's gold strike. See, this just seems so weird right now. Strike? This is our claim, our territory, with a mother load of evidence. If you're fixing to mess with what's ours, you'll regret it, partner. You know what dreams the cacti out in the desert dream? You want to? What's this guy talking about? You head along home now. Happy trails, Bambina. Okay. There's a wallet on the floor. Okay. Was that hombre a friend of yours? Kind of, sort of, yeah. He's a detective. Who thinks he's a sheriff from the Wild West, it seems. It's just... This is really odd right now. What's this? A wallet? Excuse me, officer. Wait, what are you doing, Mr. Wright? What am I doing? I just found this wallet, so I'm handing it over to the police. I don't believe it! This is real basic. Anything at a crime scene is evidence. Let's be scientific about this, please. Just put it in your pocket. How is that scientific? Sounds like theft to me. Wallet hastily stuffed into pocket. I'm called to duty already and at my tender age. Here I'll teach you the trick to examining evidence in detail, okay. By the way her eyes are sparkling, I can tell she's been waiting for this. Alright. Okay, now look at the court record we're learning. Okay. I'm looking at the court record. I'm doing something wrong here. Oh, I was doing it wrong. Probably. You have to be sure to examine evidence carefully on all sides. Now let's start examining from every angle. But it's someone's poor wallet. Okay. I mean... What am I supposed to examine? Why are the keys are on... Wait. Oh, look, I think there might be a clue here. You should check it out with a press of enter. Okay. Oh no. This is an ID card. Sergeant Bruce Goodman, ID 5842189. I am not going to remember that. See, well, isn't scientific investigation useful? I guess, though I don't see what science has to do with it. I bet this guy is on the... He's either the dead guy or he's with the other detective. Let's be sure to examine every piece of evidence we find. I guess I've got to be on my toes from now on. I'm going to assume there's no more evidence in this area. Here a phone, now let's see if it works. Hey, don't touch stuff we don't need to be touching. I can't hear anything. My ears! No, my ears! Maybe it's due to the barometric pressure. What is she babbling about? Hey, what did you just say? See, you can hear just fine. The phone's broken. Okay. We got a door. We've got what I assume to be a lift. Okay, no, it's just a gate door. This is where the cars leave the lot. The arrow on the ground makes it look more like an entrance. What are you talking about? It's plainly an exit. Or maybe it's both, kind of a dual purpose. Aha, the theory of relativity. What, gotta write this down. Hey, Mr. Wright. Maybe, you know, was Mr. Relativity German or was he British? Mr. Relativity, are you sure that was his name? Okay. What is that sign? Look, a stylish glass-walled room. Very nice. You can see the whole parking lot from in there. It says security. Perhaps it's a cafe. I wonder. Huh. Cafe security. Yeah, that must be it. Let's check it out later. I hate to break it to you, but I think that's probably just a security guard office. You know, I scored a 97 on my science test the other day. Too bad they don't have a test for common sense. Oof. Okay. So we got the door. Look, a door. This must mean something. I'm not sure that doors mean anything. No, it won't open. A mysterious lock. I fail to see what's mysterious about it. Mr. Wright, you need to learn to enjoy life more. Let's finish our investigation first, shall we? I'm still confused why Mr. Wright, well, not Mr. Wright, why Phoenix Wright was not in the mood. Okay. Aha, a ladder. That's a step ladder. What's the difference in scientific terms, please? Scientific, huh? Look at the basic nature of things, Mr. Wright. This all seems so horribly familiar somehow. I am still confused. Also, I can't go down here. It cuts off. There's a line. Wait. Was that always a thing? This wall is in our way. It's got a faucet for water. Wait, I know. This wall is merely a facade. Words. Hiding the truth. This is no wall, but a water tank. I fail to see how it makes any difference either way. Okay. Did I guess I gotta do those. Can't look at the vents. Just want to make sure I haven't missed anything. An oil drum looks like it's filled with water. It's heavy. I can't even budge it. The drum over here is on its side. Wait, I know. I'll hide in here and do a stakeout. I think you'll probably just get arrested. In fact, you may not even have to hide in the drum to get arrested. What? I'm not suspicious. Okay. I think she is. Oh, we can go over here. Cool. I knew that. A. Well, no time to waste. Let's get hunting for clues. I wonder what this is. Well, partner, looks like you've got no intention of going home quietly. The sheriff! Like I said before, this here's our claim. You'd best be moseying along, unless you're fixing to bite the bullet. That's scary. Could you just tell us one thing? Who owns that car? Well, well, the little filly's got a good nose on her. You want to know who rides that red Mustang with the body in her saddle, eh? Please. No problem, partner. About time for victuals anyway. Get yourself to the saloon up on the 12th floor of the prospector's office. Might just find you a Versa you like. Prospector's office? Where does this guy think he is? And when, for that matter? Note to self, look up Vittles Saloon and Cerveza? Maybe we should check out room 1202, the High Prosecutor's Office. This feels so weird right now. This whole case feels weird. In any case, stay away from the car. You can look around here all you like, just keep your paws off our claim. Right, great. Okay, so let's just... Great, maybe there are some clues around here, Mr. Wright. Let's check it out. Excuse me? Were you two all set? Us? Who is this? Why do I feel like I've seen her before? What's this? She couldn't be. You're selling lunches? Here, this is a crime scene. Hello, half and half, was it? She's selling food. Oh, thanks. And you, sir? Yes? Some crunchy goodness coming at you. Okay. Thanks. Interesting way of doing business, yeah. This area is off limits to anyone without clearance, especially passerbys. Or are you officers? No, but you don't exactly look like the type to have clearance. Well, that's hardly a way to greet someone. Even if my days as the cough-up queen are over. Cough up, huh? You know, I'm feeling kind of full. Maybe I'll pass on lunch. I'm quite connected to this case, you see. The images are burned into my eyes, you might say. Yes, all the sordid secrets. Secrets? Dear me, you were a slow one, aren't you? Oh, she did the hair flick. I'm referring to the murder, the stabbing of that detective. What? A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. You mean you're the witness my sister was talking about? Please, cough-up queen, tell us what happened. The name is Angel Star. Don't you go forgetting it, or before you know it, I'll have you whimpering at my heels. Yes, ma'am. Yipes, she means it. Okay. Let's talk to Angel Star. Okay. Somehow I knew. Yesterday was a day of destiny. I knew something was gonna happen. Just like I know that the daily special on Friday every week is salmon. Destiny was yesterday's special for some reason. You're a defense attorney, right? You should know then. You should know the foul misdeeds of the evil ones who haunt this den of inequity. Evil ones? Prosecutors, they have no qualms at all about blackening the name of innocence. And yesterday they paid homage to the most evil one of all. They gave an award for King of Prosecutors. What a farce. So she's saying there was some sort of prosecutors' convention yesterday. I was almost compelled to lace their lunches with something foul. Do you have a personal grievance against prosecutors or something? Or is this some kind of scientific evidence of this, evil? Young miss, mock me at your own risk. You'll soon find out why they call me the cough-up queen. Ew. The most heinous of all the evil ones, the one they awarded yesterday. It was in his car that they found the body. Proof that he devours the evilest lunches of all. Really? Really what? I'm totally confused. One thing's clear, this lunch lady has a thing against prosecutors. So what'd you witness? So what exactly was it that you witnessed, Miss Star? It was a fascinating spectacle, to be sure. I now feel I know what they say when they talk about a woman's wrath. To see Lana Skye wield that knife so... Her knife flashed in anger, bringing him to a sad end. It was truly a sight to see. You mean you saw the very moment of the crime? The sound of his silvery ties to this world being cruelly cut still rings in my ears. And the rhythmic beat of Lana Skye's knife. Wait a second, you know Lana Skye? Of course, it's quite a feat, becoming chief prosecutor. More food. How many lunchboxes of sin did she pack to make that journey, I wonder? She always travels light. Now, why would this pretty lunch lady know the chief prosecutor's name? I thought it was going to be a multiple choice option. Could we ask you a bit about yourself, Miss Star? I come here every day to sell lunches. I import only the freshest and best from the Far East. For some reason, the box lunches are a hit here. Why not make the lunches here rather than import them? Did you say something? No? Only true connoisseurs can understand. The kind you can only tell someone who has tried General Tso Trilobite's lunch set. Never mind, you win. Okay. I don't even want to appreciate part of a Trilobite's flavor. Anyway, I come here every day to sell lunches. My boyfriend works in the security room here at the prosecutor's office. Your boyfriend? See the security room over there? The glass-walled booth. I sell my lunches, and since I'm here anyway, I drop in to see him. Since you're here anyway, I guess selling lunches is more important than romance. So to scientifically analyze the data available so far, you, Miss Star, are a lunch vendor with an ulterior motive for coming here. Useful analysis, not. I think she's onto something, actually. She's probably the killer, you know. Did you have a bad experience with a prosecutor, Miss Star? I sense some hostility. Hostility? Perhaps. Prosecutors are all alike, and the bigger they get, the worse they smell. Kind of like 10-day-old clams in chowder. I wonder if Miss Star was involved in some sort of legal trouble in the past, possibly. That'd be a sure cause of food poisoning, scientifically speaking, of course. I mean, now you're talking cough-up queen. I thought she was just a lunch vendor, but now I'm not so sure. Okay. Is there anything else? I guess I can present this ID. Does she know him? About this card. Lunchland vendors only accept cash, no cards. Especially not a card belonging to someone else. No, this isn't a credit card. It's an ID card. It belongs to a detective. And you're showing this to me, the lunch lady. Why? That's like showing a fine honeyed ham to a detective. Why do I always feel like I'm being mocked? Okay, let's show the badge. A defense attorney must be able to fight. How about you? Do you think you can win? How about tackling Lunchland's Pickle Supreme lunchbox? Wow, it's really crunchy. A box of pickles. Kind of a sad lunch if you ask me. I agree. I don't know if that's a hot take. I don't like pickles. It is a sad lunch, okay? Anyway. Can I examine anything else on... No, I wanna go over there. Let me go over there. I guess I gotta get rid of the high prosecutor. The Wild West guy. This is a cool office. This is this is a dream, surely. You've got Edgeworth's outfit, you've got Samurai Guy. I feel like that trophy's from the second... No, that's from the second case. I feel like this is just a dream. This is like a dream sequence, and then Phoenix Wright will wake up. I don't know. This is the kind of room that just screams, I can do the job. Quite a change from your office, really. Thanks. Look, there's a trophy or something here. A trophy? What? That shield? It takes real nerve to display stuff like this. Whoever's office this is, they must be a real stuck-up jerk. Phoenix Wright. You never tire of prying into other people's business, do you? That voice. Okay, maybe it's not a dream. Long time no see, Edgeworth. Huh? Ah, Mr. Edgeworth. You know him from somewhere? Of course, I'm his biggest fan. My sister introduced us once and... Right, her sister is the chief prosecutor after all. Well, what brings you here? I'll warn you, I've been known to be a real stuck-up jerk. No, did I? No. It was just Mr. Wright here, he... Hey, don't blame me. We're just here to investigate a murder case. Murder? A body was found in this nasty, bright red sports car in the parking lot. That would be my car! What of it? Okay. This is a new... I swear we haven't seen this face before. What? Your car? I'll say one thing, she certainly can scream. I cannot scream. My voice is dying. Okay. The case. Let me drink a drink, actually. Alright. So the body was found in your car. Go ahead, say it right. You think I did it, don't you? After you went through all that trouble to help me last year, no less. No, we don't think you did it. I mean, it was my sister who stabbed him. Well, wait. No, she didn't do that. I mean... Wait. So you're the chief prosecutor's little sister, then? Yes, sir. Emma Skye. It's nice to meet you again. Now that didn't sound false at all. Now I remember. You've really grown. I'll admit. It was a surprise for me too. To think that my own car would become the scene of a murder. More surprising still, being forced to prove my superior's guilt. I can understand. Wait, what did you say? Lana Skye is the chief prosecutor, the top prosecutor in the district. She can't prosecute herself. So I'll be the prosecutor at the trial tomorrow. You? Mr. Edgeworth? Oh no. To be honest, it's a bit of a miracle I'm still here at all. What do you mean? Rumours. You've heard the rumours about me, haven't you? It all started 2 months ago. Miles Edgeworth. It's hard to remember a time when there weren't rumours about this guy. Forging evidence, arranging false testimony, illegal searches, you name it. Thanks to you, my innocence was established in the trial at the end of last year. However, there are some who say I'm the one responsible for the current incident. What? That's crazy. Some people need very little excuse to think ill of others. It's a fact of life, impossible to stop. But some of them even go so far as to present me with toys like this. They think it's funny. Toys? That bronze shield? There's got to be a story behind that one. Okay. Chief Prosecutor Sky, yes, we first worked together on a case 2 years ago. It was my first big case. That's right, I remember. 2 years ago. I wasn't even a lawyer yet. Since then, I always felt that she was looking out for me. It appears I was mistaken. Mistaken? Why? I mean, I know she's not the warmest person, but I'm sure she felt some responsibility for you. Then, why? Why did she stab someone in the trunk of my car? Not only that, she stabbed him with my knife. What? What? Mr. Edgeworth, your knife was the murder weapon. To be specific, it was the knife I keep in the toolbox in the trunk of my car. Edgeworth's knife added to the court record. Edgeworth? What? Are you sure you didn't do it? Oh no. Come on, can't he take a joke? You have a strange sense of humor, Mr. Wright. Okay. I mean, this is still a weird case. Let's examine the room, right? So we got Edgeworth's outfit. Wow, this jacket is even lacier than his usual ones. This must be his lucky trial jacket. Lucky jacket, right. I've never seen him wear it. I'm sure there's a story behind why it's in a frame. Maybe I'll be naughty and take a picture. She's getting way too excited about this. Okay. Interesting. I've been wondering, what the heck is this? It has a big K on it. Mumbles. Oh, of prosecutor. Oh, it's the King of Prosecutors. Huh? What's that? It's the King of Prosecutors trophy. King of Prosecutors? It's a great honor. They send that shield to the best prosecutor each year. What? So that K, that's... K stands for King? Yeah, you got a problem with that? I didn't design the thing. King of the Prosecutors, kind of like Employee of the Month, only better. Okay. So we got samurai stuff. We got these... a work desk. It's quite tidy as one might expect. What a nice desk, easy to use and easy on the eyes. It's polished so well I can see my own reflection. Why are we thinking Gumshoe here? Strange, why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? Maybe I'll take that name plaque as a souvenir. Don't, he'll sue you. He will. We've got a chessboard. Hey, a chessboard! I'm not too up on my chess, but it looks like blue's in a bit of a tight spot. The red knights have surrounded the blue pawn. Huh? Those horses are mounted knights. Their swords have really sharp edges. And check out that poor pawn. His head is kind of spiky. Kind of reminds me of you. Mr. Edgeworth must be an avid chess player. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? Edges surrounding a pawn with spiky hair. Nah, it's nothing. Or is it? We got some files. Wow, look, these are all case files. They're stacked up to the ceiling. There's even a ladder. Odd. I thought Edgeworth wasn't good with heights. He must have someone get them for him. Keeps thinking Gumshoe. Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? He must study these case reports so closely. He's so cool. You wouldn't say that if you saw him sweating bullets up on that ladder. Okay. So what have we got left? We got tea set. Oh, cute. What a pretty tea set. I got more for the instant tea bags myself. Amazing. The drawer below is filled with packets of tea leaves. They're all sorted by place of origin and flavor. Look at this royal blend. What an exquisitely splendid concoction. There's such a thing as taking a hobby too far. Okay. No, I thought I accidentally clicked to analyze something twice. Okay. My, what an amazing bouquet. Just right for Mr. Edgeworth. I was looking at the Steel Samurai. No kidding. Hey, there's a card on it. Back from the dead, Wendy. Wendy? I've heard that name somewhere before. And beside it, a giant steel samurai. Wow, I want one. Huh? There's something written on the bottom of his foot. Between a rock and a hard place? Wendy. Wendy? Is she Mr. Edgeworth's fiance? Oh no. I don't think so. Interesting. So we got a window. Whoa. What a view. It must be nice to have an office on the 12th floor. I guess you would feel important. Incidentally, were you to jump out this window, the time until impact with the ground would be... Got it. Approximately 3.23 seconds. That's handy to know. Okay. I feel like I've checked everything. I just want to make sure. No, wait. How did I miss that? Okay. Mr. Edgeworth has such a comfy sofa. Sofas like this make me want to curl up and take a nap. I bet he pores over his case files here until the wee hours of the morning. Then he takes off his jacket, rolls up his sleeves, and goes to sleep using his arms as a pillow. This is oddly specific. I don't believe it. She's actually daydreaming about Edgeworth working. I bet in the morning he has sofa hair and little creases in his cheek from the seams. Okay. He's so cool. Sofa hair is cool. Okay. Can I look at that again? So that's the King of Prosecutors shield, huh? Well done, Edgeworth. You must be proud to be the King of Prosecutors. Congratulations, King of Prosecutors. Please stop saying that. That still doesn't explain one thing. Why is the tip of the shield broken off? That's true. Maybe we can ask. Or maybe we gotta analyze. I should probably do that. Alright. Can I talk? No, I can't talk to him about the King of Prosecutors. Maybe I can present this ID. Say, Edgeworth, I was wondering about this. Mr. Wright. Huh? What? Are you sure you should be showing that to Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, he'll take it for sure, won't he? I wish I could be on the same side as Mr. Edgeworth. But then my sister would be found guilty. If she sighs any deeper, I'm gonna start getting depressed. So she's the voice of reason. I once dreamed of being a defense attorney a long time ago. What? You wanted to be a defense attorney, Mr. Edgeworth? Yeah, my path is laid out clearly before me. I have no time to reflect on what might have been. I see. It's not too late to change your mind. It's against my policy to discuss evidence with the defense, especially with you. He doesn't like you much, does he, Mr. Wright? Nah, with Edgeworth, it's never personal. It's all about winning tomorrow. I see. So, basically this says you were the best of the best last year, huh? You can take that foolish grin elsewhere, right? I lost the day of work to receive that travesty. Huh? Why is that? I had to go to the police department to receive that broken shield. The police department? Yes, right next to the police station downtown. You've been there, haven't you? Where Detective Gumshoe works? Yeah. I was wondering something about your shield. Why is it broken? What does it matter? I've got more important things to worry about. Oh, right. He doesn't seem too concerned about his award, for better or for worse. Yesterday was a very busy day for the prosecutor's office. Maybe we should ask him more about yesterday. I'm getting a hint there. Maybe I should ask him about the day of the crime. Could you tell me more about yesterday, the day of the murder? Yesterday was the annual cleaning day at the prosecutor's office, which was also the King of Prosecutors Day. Cleaning day. Working with the police department, we sort and file all evidence for solved cases. We call it evidence transferal. That's in red, that's important. Wiping your hands of old cases, in other words. Oh, and another thing, a ceremony was held at the police department. There's an annual review and awards for outstanding police officers and prosecutors. And that's when you got the shield. I was at the police department yesterday afternoon. I got back here at 12 minutes past 5. That's very precise. People like myself and Mr. Edgeworth pride ourselves on our precision, Mr. Wright. No, I place little faith in my memory. The only thing I trust is solid evidence. Parking stub. Interesting. Okay. We're getting info. This is the parking stub from the underground lot. The murder took place around 5:15. So the murder happened right after you got back. What, right? I'd appreciate it if you direct that suspicious glare elsewhere. Who is this? Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth anywhere on the premises? I'm Edgeworth. What is it? I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I got your report, sir. Report? Well, what did you find new evidence in the case against Chief Prosecutor Sky? I don't like the way this conversation is going at all. Sky, sir? No, sir. No name of that kind, sir. Not in this report, sir. I think I just heard Edgeworth's lid blow. Mr. Edgeworth's lid isn't on very tight, is it? I made a clear request to the police department, did I not? I need to focus on the trial tomorrow, so don't bring me anything unrelated. Sir, but sir, I'm just following orders, sir. They told me to bring this to you. I wasn't aware of the particulars of your arrangement with us, sir. Give me your name. Yes, sir. Meekins, sir. Officer Meekins. Right, Officer Meekins, take your report and leave. And good luck with that raise next month. Uh-oh. He's whimpering. But sir, I didn't know. Poor guy, looks like he was absent on the day they gave out brains, and good luck. Oof. Right. Yes, sir. I caught me off guard. As you can see, I'm busy. You may leave now. Let's do what he says, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective from the same department as the patrolman just now. Go down to the police department. You can ask more there. Thanks. He seems to have finally calmed down at least. So he's helping indirectly, is what I'm getting the vibe of. Anyway. How do I... Okay, I just double click, gotcha. So we got blood all over the murder weapon, naturally. This must be the victim's blood, right? Either that or Edgeworth cut himself peeling an apple. What's Edgeworth doing with a knife like this anyway? Hey, maybe he spends his weekends roughing it in the wild. Edgeworth? In the wild? I think my fruit peeling theory is more likely. I agree with the fruit peeling theory. I think that is more likely. Okay. Are you kidding? I always pictured him as an outdoorsman. Nah, she's crazy. Now, there's a scary thought. Okay, is there anything else? I don't know if some items have like two... You can zoom in. That's kind of sus. I think it's probably just one per item, I assume. This is interesting because I feel like this actually is related to the murder. Let me analyze you. Okay, I can analyze this. Hey, check it out. There's a metal plate here. Look, it looks like the names of all the previous recipients are engraved on it. Wow, one guy's listed a bunch of times. Von Karma. I guess he must be a foreigner. Yeah, that's probably it. Well, wherever he's from, he must have been an amazing prosecutor. I'd like to meet this Mr. Von Karma sometime. When she says it, his name does have kind of a ring to it. Okay. There's gotta be two things I can analyze on this. Because, like, I feel like that metal bit... I am baffled that I can't actually analyze the fact that it's cracked. I feel like that is quite irrelevant to the case. But maybe I'm wrong. I feel like this is a key bit of evidence. Okay, let's analyze this. It's probably just gonna be the time, right? Yeah, it's literally just the time. Miles Edgeworth, 5:12 p.m. This day at the day of the crime. The murder took place 3 minutes after Edgeworth parked his car. If only he was held up at a couple extra red lights. he wouldn't have been caught up in this whole affair. Perhaps it just goes to show you never know what will happen when you run a yellow light. Okay. Oh, I can click around. I thought I was just locked into, like, not being able to move the mouse. Alright. And I can't talk to Edgeworth anymore, so underground parking lot. There's our good friend, acquaintance. Police department entrance. We gotta talk to Gumshoe. That is the mascot. They've got a statue now. Well, not a statue, but that. Ooh, we're finally here. Why would they put the police department so far away from the prosecutor's office? Beats me. That took almost 30 minutes by taxi and the traffic wasn't even that bad. The police department, huh? I've only ever been to the criminal affairs next door. Is that Gumshoe? Hold on, what's that? It's a friendly... But it's a friendly mascot. Look, right? It's kind of a hybrid of like the chows from Sonic. Right? It's got like the little yellow thing. Eyes that stare into your soul. It's disturbing. Why does it indolate like that? Undulate? Undulate? Wait, I know this. This is the Blue Badger. They're trying to make him the police mascot. Wow, Mr. Wright, you sure know a lot about the police. Still, he does seem familiar somehow. Forget the Blue Badger. Who's that next to him? Someone appears to be dancing with the Blue Badger. Uh-oh, he noticed me. He sure is running over here fast. Hey, pal. What are you doing here? That's my line, Detective Gumshoe. Specifically, why were you dancing over there? What? Well, at least he doesn't seem to be busy. This is our chance to get information. Hey, I'll have you know I'm a very busy man, pal. I don't know about that. I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You'd better not agree to defend the suspect in this case. Why not? Huh? Well, it's just that the chief prosecutor has confessed to the crime. She says she summoned the detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him. But what if she's not telling the truth? Yes, well, no. Come on, pal. There's plenty of evidence against her. But what if the evidence was faked? Hey, pal. Can I speak to you for a second? Huh? Me? Why is this little girl so peeved at me? She's a relative of the suspect. She's Landeskai's sister. Whoa, the chief prosecutor's little sister? Just please investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically. Yes, sir. Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using words like faked. Huh? It's a sensitive issue with us these days. Okay. So, what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe? Me? Oh, well, nothing really. They kicked me out of criminal affairs. Detective Gumshoe, what did you do this time? What do you mean this time? Then what happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all. It's true, we've never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Only the highest ranked people are being let into criminal affairs now. The lowest ranking guy in there is our chief of detectives. They're not letting any of us rank and file detectives in at all. None of you. I know this is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd? So anyway, I thought I'd spend the day getting the badger dance down pat. Wait, getting the badger dance down pat? What does down pat mean? Isn't there anything else you could be doing? The chief of police himself is directing this investigation, pal. An officer marshal was assigned to the underground parking lot. Officer marshal. Now that I think about it, Emma did seem to know that marshal guy. A patrolman in charge of a crime scene. It's unheard of, pal. Okay, so it is a patrolman. Interesting. This is just a really weird case right now. Okay. No, I don't want to... I mean, I guess I could do this. What does this number mean? I'm guessing it's like the... Okay, so this is what the back of the badge looks like. It's probably the number for the attorney badge, like the created one. and I always thought it had a safety pin. Each badge has a number carved into it. That way you can tell which attorney it belongs to. You mean you couldn't lend your badge to anyone? No, I'd be found out right away. Well, that's no fun. Okay. Is there anything else? Let me guess, it's not even going to be the same judge when we go to trial as well. Alright, detective, here's my attorney badge. You show this to me every time we meet, pal. Real man show their police badge. Enough said. I wish I had a badge. Oh, actually, that's missing an eye. Yeah, filling in the blanks. Anyway, even an ID card would be nice. Wait. Speaking of ID cards, I found that detective's card, didn't I? Look, I know the game told me to show it, but I need to show everything else first. Found in Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? What would drive Chief Prosecutor Sky to do such a thing? Wait, I mean, sure, of course someone else really did it. Someone who must have a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. The car and the knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. What could have happened? I have to find out a little more about what's going on with Edgeworth. Okay, let's talk about the shield. Hey, that's it. That's the King of Prosecutors Award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday. Were you at the award ceremony, Detective Gumshoe? Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself. Ah, congratulations. I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken? Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later. Apparently he's forgotten. Is the K actually supposed to stand for King or like Von Karma, right? I'm just saying, I don't know. But I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award, even with all the naysayers in the prosecutor's office. Naysayers? Must be because of the rumors. Okay. Found in Mr. Edgeworth's car, stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? What would drive Chief Prosecutor Sky to do such a thing? I have a theory, actually, thinking about it just now on the naysayers comment. I think someone was trying to frame Edgeworth, so the prosecutor took the brunt of it. I don't know why there's a witness though that said she did it, but I think it was to try and frame Edgeworth. That's my theory. I don't know though. And she just doesn't want him to go to jail or something, I don't know. Or knows it's a frame, I don't know. Wait, I mean, sure, of course someone else really did it. Someone who must have a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. The car and the knife do seem too well organized. Poor Mr. Edge. Oh wait, this is the same line. We have to find out. Okay. That's the exact same line. So ID card. Detective Gumshoe. What can you tell me about this? Huh? Hey pal, this is a detective's ID card. You can't just keep that. You have to turn it into the police. It's people like you that get me in so much trouble all the time. Meaning Detective Gumshoe must drop his card a lot. Let's see. Bruce Goodman. Goodman. Sounds familiar. Nah, my mistake. But didn't you work together with him in criminal affairs? Whoa, now I remember. Bruce Goodman. He's the victim. Ah, that's concerning. Gumshoe. That's what I thought. Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe? Okay, so now I can talk to him. Alright, Bruce Goodman, let's go. So this ID card belonged to the victim. He was a detective, like myself. Detective Bruce Goodman. Don't you think it's strange? Yeah, I did. I feel like Phoenix, there's just something odd. Like, Phoenix's whole vibe at the moment has been kind of like absent-minded and I don't know why he refused 2 months worth of cases. Anyway, I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it? Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday. There was evidence. There was an evidence transferal for a case he handled 2 years ago. Evidence transferal. Mr. Edgeworth mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but word is that Chief Prosecutor Sky called him out there to the parking lot. And Lana's confessing as much. Okay. He's in a tough spot again. Again? Ah, the gun incident. Okay. What's it gonna be? Well, it all started with the murder of that defense attorney Hammond. But Mr. Edgeworth was found innocent. Listen, pal, there've always been rumors about Mr. Edgeworth forging evidence, making deals with witnesses. Nothing outright, but they were always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering. They're practically shouting. But there's no evidence against him. Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had unusually strong ties to the department higher-ups. It's only natural that people would be suspicious. I had no idea he was under the gun. Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor position himself. What? But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this for all of us. Okay. Interesting. Did I finish examining? I mean, I didn't actually examine anything. Okay. I always get excited when I come to a police station. Why is that? It just feels like I've jumped into a movie. Huh? You know, with all the police and criminals. Well, I don't know if this is all that exciting. Sure it is. Look at those two officers over there. They're probably talking about the latest bust. Funny. I thought they were talking about the weather. Probably are. I was wondering about that. What, the Dancing Blue Badger? It's my masterpiece. Oh, Gumshoe made it. Oh no. You made this, Detective Gumshoe? The chief threw together some designs, and I just did my thing, pal. Nice work! It's battery powered, so it can go anywhere. There's no switch, so it just dances until the batteries die. Poor Blue Badger. Fated to dance until he drops. I like Blue Badger. Okay. Oh, Gumshoe's thinking. And that's all I know about that. I'm not officially on the case, you know. Thank you. Why aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? We met the guy who is, what was his name? The guy in the parking lot? That'd be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the Chief of Police. Officer Marshall, is he some kind of Wild West sheriff or something? No, Jake Marshall's just a regular officer. From West LA. For a moment there, I wasn't sure. Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this and they'll let you examine the crime scene. Maybe. Okay, letter of introduction. I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere. Just act like you're supposed to be there and nobody will look at you twice, pal. Okay. Well, we look to the police. What does this sign say? The banner here is announcing the crime fighting campaign. Nice slogan. I wonder if they'll be selling fingerprinting sets. I don't think it's that kind of campaign. What family wouldn't want a set at home? It's good for finding out who stuck into the cookie jar. That's fair. You know, that's valid. You have those arguments about like who took like someone else's, I don't know, chocolate or something. If you just had, you know, fingerprint set, all those problems would be solved. I think most families can figure that out without the extra help. Okay. We got the car that goes brum. Mr. Wright, do you know why patrol cars are painted black and white? No idea. Why? Well, I think they're designed after a panda. Okay. A panda. Not that I have scientific proof, it's just a theory. Do you mind me asking how you came up with that theory? It was when I was on a school trip. I saw a patrol car and it came to me. We'd just been at the zoo, see. What about zebras? Or did they not have those at your zoo? That's valid. Look, that patrolman is saluting the other guy. He must be a detective. And then I said, hey, you do that, your soup will get cold, buddy. That's hilarious, sir. I laughed so hard I cried. I guess he wasn't saluting, he was wiping tears from his eyes. They make a good pair. Okay. We got the door. The detectives in there look pretty busy. Just imagine right now, behind those doors, a police drama in action. Somehow the thought fails to excite me. Okay. We've got this. The usual wanted posters are hanging up on the bulletin board. Do you know this face? If you do, dial 911. You know, Mr. Wright, I've always thought it was kind of funny. I've never seen anyone who looked like the people in these posters. They hardly even look human. She has a point. Okay, let me just check before I reanalyze. I think it's just this again. I was wondering about that. What, the Dancing Blue Badger? It's my masterpiece. Wait, is it making me do the dialogue again? It just wasn't ticked. It was throwing me off. So they threw the designs. Yeah, I think... Yeah, I guess it was just bugged. Maybe it's because I did it first. I don't know. Anything else? Oh. You know, we will talk to... Actually, I'll analyze these first for evidence. Okay. Can I not? I want to analyze this, right? Okay, I mean... Sure. Hey, look here. It looks like something's been crossed out. Maybe it was a letter or something to Detective Gumshoe. Let's see. Annual bonus. $20. I think a couple of zeros are missing. Yeah, that sounds about right. At least in that detective's case. Maybe I should rethink my career as an investigator. Perhaps. Yeah, it looks like it's just one thing per piece of evidence, so that's fine. Alright. I don't think I can... No, I can't say anything else. So, I think... Go back here, because that's what Gumshoe said to do anyway. So, February 22nd, Prosecutor's Office, underground parking lot. Looks like the investigation is still going. I have to be getting back to the shop. Is this the woman? Sorry, it looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps. I'll see you in my dreams tonight then, baby. Okay, this is the security guy. Oh, still here? Hello. Why the surprised looks, didn't I mention? I've got a boyfriend in criminal affairs too. What happened to the security guard? She's just got multiple boyfriends, oh my. Hey, what's wrong, Bambina? You're looking like a doggy. A doggy that's lost its herd. Jake Marshall. Strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene. Alright, let's talk about the victim. There's something I wanted to ask you. The scene of the crime. A cold grave for men who've lost their dreams. And me, I watch over them as they sleep, dreaming of their desert's harsh judgment. He's asleep. Well, should we show this hopeless case something to catch his interest? Let's talk about the marshal. There's something I wanted to ask you. The scene of the crime. Okay. Okay, he's falling back to sleep. Okay, so I've got to show him something of interest. Got you. So I'm guessing we just show him this. Maybe I'll show him this first. I know it's the envelope. Officer Marshall, could you take a look at this? Whoa, partner. If you're fixing to draw on me, you best be ready for a shootout. You ready to become food for the vultures, compadre? Are you ready, Mr. Wright? Somehow I don't think he's gonna help us. No, I gotta show him this. Okay. Would you mind reading this for me? What's this? I warn you, fan letters to me go right in the spittoon. It's a letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. May we investigate? Gumshoe? Ah, that old cowdog. You holding a birthday party or something? Huh? Look, where it should say letter of introduction, it says invitation. Ah, I think he just miswrote it. Wait, why am I getting all defensive here? No worries, this proves it's from Detective Gumshoe. Better than a blood test. Guess I'd better lay you in then. Thank you, Officer Marshall. Well, that's right, he's a patrolman, not a detective. Which reminds me. Hey, wait a sec. Isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or higher? Well, folks, the clues are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. Be like the settlers, strike out for lands unknown. Manifest destiny, let's have a hootenanny. Note to self, police investigations are like settling land. Well, Mr. Wright, what'd you say? I say I won't be needing this anymore. Okay, we've thrown it away. Detective Gumshoe's letter of introduction, crumpled and discarded. That is so mean. Okay. What's that? Some sort of police passport? This is Detective Goodman's ID card. Strangely enough, we found it a good distance away from the crime scene. Good distance in this rat hole? If you want distance, get yourself to Texas. Texas? This is a tiny little crime scene in a tiny little town with tiny little evidence. What difference does a few yards make, compadre? Note to self, if you encounter suspicious evidence, think of Texas. There's no better way to study than to hang out with the pros. Okay. Attorney badge. I see a badge. Looks pretty round. Our badge is a star, a lone star, shining in the nighttime sky. A beam of light illuminating evildoers who come in the dark of night. Note to self, evildoers are weak against starlight. Hey, that's a sheriff's badge. Alright, the knife. Alright, compadre, count to 3. Oh no, it's a shoot-off. Huh? You gotta do that if you're going to draw evidence on someone. That's what we do in Texas. Remind me never to visit Texas. Okay. Let's talk about the badge. Ah, toy shield. Suits the boy well. What exactly could you shield with that? A toy knight, perhaps? Officer Marshall, don't you have anything good to say about Mr. Edgeworth? You don't like him, right? We get the point. You know, when I was a detective, I got one of these. Let me guess. Did it have a K for King of Detectives? Hey, they could use the same shield over and over. Note to self, the prosecutor's office and criminal affairs are surprisingly cheap. You know it, they've gone cheaper with every year passing year, I tell you. Okay. Parking stop. 5:12 p.m. The prospector's bright red steed came in at a trot, real slow like. A trot? My Madonna tells me the crime occurred 3 minutes later, so it seems the chief prospector was lying in wait. Maybe waiting for her prince to ride in on his bright red horse. So what you mean is, the killer intended to use Edgeworth's car all along. Let's talk about this guy. Alright, compadre, count to 3. Oh, this is his default. No, not again. Okay. So can we talk about anything? We can't talk about the victim. Officer Marshall, could you tell us more about the victim? Good men always die young. Remember that, partner. Could you be a little more specific? Bruce Goodman. He was a detective, right? Well. Aren't you a feisty doggy there now? Detective Goodman was stamped here at 5:15. The smiling Madonna told me the tale. I think he means the witness, Miss Angel Star. One stab to the chest, a fine piece of work. This here's the autopsy report. Death due to loss of blood, 1 knife wound, died within an hour and a half of 4 p.m. Was my sister involved with the victim in any way? Funny you should mention that, Bambina. Chief Prospector Sky and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all. Nothing in common? They apparently worked together on a case a few years back, so there's no motive. Goodman wasn't a particularly gifted detective. That's one reason why he didn't do much work with the chief prospector. But my sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here, to this parking lot. So it seems like calling an unarmed man to a shootout at high noon. Okay. I don't mean any offense, but Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective. You calling me out? They shoot you out. They shoot you for that in Texas. Huh? I was one of them fancy shoot detectives till 2 years ago, to tell you the truth. Oh, really? Now he tells me. But you're a patrolman now, so how can you be in charge of a crime scene? Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambina? So why are you in charge? No reason. We're just short on hands right now. I'm keeping an eye out in the meantime. That's odd, though. Detective Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do. Nothing important, at least. He's nothing but a sad old cowdog that can't find his tail. Maybe it's because he runs with that Edgeworth, eh? Edgeworth? That cowdog's been kicked out of this cattle run by order of the police, of the chief of the police. Just you don't realize it yet. Detective Gumshoe kicked out of the investigation. Okay. Alright. So, examine. And then Q, we go over here. We got the car, which is the crime scene, I guess. I don't think he's ever been to Texas. No, I think it's all a lie. This appears to be the car where the body was found. It looks like the lock on the trunk is busted. The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car, which also belongs to Edgeworth, sadly. Quite a luxury car. It just screams, I have money to burn. Yeah, prosecutors get the big bucks. Okay, what's inside the trunk? What's this? Looks like a note of some sort. Look, something's written on it. Okay, so we got 675, 12. I'm guessing that's the 2nd of February because it's reversed in America, right? Wait. No, it's December 2nd? So 67S 122. There's a name printed on the paper above that, Goodman. Maybe it fell out of his pocket when he was killed. Well, so what does it mean, Mr. Wright? How am I supposed to know? Note to self, for deductive reasoning, go to Edgeworth, not Wright. This is fact. I'm sure Edgeworth wouldn't know what this means either. Goodman's note added to the court record. I mean, Wright, every time in the trials, I question. B block is through there. That's where visitors park. I can see the Lunchton's car over there, far in the distance. Hey, you're right. I like the cute design on the door. I can see a cartoon cow munching down on a juicy looking steak. I can't see any of this. Doesn't that strike you as a little creepy? Just don't think too deeply about it and you'll be fine. That's true. We got number 3. We got... I mean, obviously that phone's probably the guy's phone. This looks like a cell phone. Scientific analysis would suggest this belonged to the victim. I can't think of anyone else it could belong to. What's so scientific about that? Should we check it out? Of course, we'll get our fingerprints all over the phone and look suspicious. Alright, let's check it out. Wait, I'm not actually doing anything. It's manually going there slowly. Alright, let's do that. Man, what a boring strap. What's wrong with it? Everyone has different tastes, you know. Here, check out mine. It's a pink princess strap. These are hard to come by, you know. I see the series is as popular as ever with the kids. Okay. So this actually does have more than one thing to analyze. We're opening the flip phone. This phone's still on the redial screen. Redial? Mr. Wright? Most phones keep a record of all the calls you've made and received. You just press the blue button to display the last number you called. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about it. Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like redial. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. It's just you never know with people from your generation. Dang. That's harsh. Whatever, let's check this phone out. Okay. So now, I get to... Can I click that? Can I... I guess I just click that. Yep. Now, to see who the owner of this phone called last. Note to self, a defense attorney doesn't think first, he just pushes the button. Beep. Oh, I like this tune. Hey, that song! I know that. Hey, what's going on over there? Ah, sorry. I see you, partner. You pressed redial on that there phone, didn't you? Ah, well, yeah. Whose phone is this anyway? It was on the ground over there. Whose is it? That belongs to Chief Prospector Sky. What? It's my sister's? She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody right after the crime. That is just convenient. Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixing to call someone. Except she only spoke for a few seconds according to this. Who did she call? No idea. Sorry, partner. Now I got a question for you. Partner, I heard a phone ring just now. One of those newfangled ringtones. Oh, that? Oh. I'm sorry, that was my phone. What? Your phone? Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone. A wrong number. I hope you're not lying. They shoot you for that in Texas, partner. Maybe I should just call again. Uh-oh, I've incited the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman. Cell phone added to the court record. How does he actually know that it wasn't calling him? A block. This area is reserved for prosecutors. Defense attorneys are relegated to B block. I dream of the day when I will be able to park my car here. I'll go over to B block to buy my hamburgers from you, Mr. Wright. I'm not planning on giving up my job that soon. Well, you kinda gotta do your job, though. I'm just saying. This rope, is it? Yep. They laid it in the outline of the victim's body. So wait, the victim must have died oh no, I accidentally clicked it. So when something happened. Hang on, I can back read. So the killer snuck them into the trunk. You have got to be the only person I know that would come to that conclusion. I was back reading on stream. Okay. I feel like this is everything. That button doesn't do anything. These cars... Wait, did something come up there? No. Yeah, okay, so let me just check the court record. I think I gotta look at that. Okay, I can't actually analyze that. This just feels sus. Like, this feels like a setup. I kind of want to try calling again. Like, come on, do that. There's no need to push this again. There is. What's wrong? You look like I do during finals. Never mind, it's nothing. I want to call again. I'm convinced that it was calling him. It's just too convenient. Right, let's talk to this Texas guy. Okay, let's talk. Lana Sky. So there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister. That's correct, but there's a gold mine of evidence against her. And the prospectors tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambina. Many condolences. Officer Marshall. Yes, Bambina? How can you say that? You and my sister. You were... Is there something between this cop and her sister that I don't know about? I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's that dry wind that's a-blowing through the prospector's office. Dry wind or ill will, someone's up to something here, but who? Okay. Suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years now. Forged evidence and arranging testimonies, you mean? He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is, until he met you. But rumors are just rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them. If you follow the rumors about Edgeworth to their source, you find one person. But they're off limits. Untouchable, you might say. One person? Who? Hate to say this, but it's your sister, Bambina. Chief Prospector Lana Sky. What? My sister? Edgeworth couldn't wrestle all those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets, some people load them with deals. What you're saying, Edgeworth was making deals to win trials? Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere. Everyone knows it. Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? Did they target him because he was closest to Edgeworth? So, well, how are we doing, Mr. Wright? I guess we've got some clues. We have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, a cell phone. So you think we'll be okay? No. Well, the only thing still bothering me is that Lana is confessing to the crime. She says she did it. No problem. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal. Oh, by the way, Emma. Yes? I know that song your phone plays when it rings. What? It's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? That popular TV show for kids. The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. It was yours. At 5:18, just after the murder took place, your sister called you, didn't she, Emma? I am so sorry. Can you tell me what you talked about? She hung up right away. I see. Cell phone updated in the court record. Detective is murdered and the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. I've got a bad feeling about this. Like, maybe I still don't know everything that went on you. Something sus is going on. It's to be continued. Okay, let's go. Next day. Trial time, right? I don't think we have enough evidence to protect her. Plus, she's just confessing to it, right? Okay. So, trial former. Alright. February 23rd, 9:34 AM, District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Let's go. There's never enough evidence, true. But I mean, she's literally saying she did it, which is kind of like what Edgeworth was doing. Except Edgeworth wasn't allowed to talk for like the first 2 days, I don't think. So, how did the investigation go yesterday, Mr. Wright? Frankly, there are still a lot of grey areas. Or rather, the whole thing is one big grey area. Don't worry about me, no matter what the outcome. I'm ready to accept my fate. I believe in you, sis. Okay, Mr. Wright, let me offer you a word of advice. Yes. A defense attorney should never believe their client. The defendant is called to trial because they are suspected of wrongdoing. Never forget that. Miss Sky, you remind me a lot of Mia. But there is one decisive difference between you and her. And that is, you're not a defense attorney. I believe it's almost time for the trial. Good luck, Mr. Wright. I mean, she definitely didn't do it, right? My first trial without a Fae helping me. No one's gonna bail me out this time. I mean, to be fair, he should have been able to do this himself. Uh-oh, we've got flashbacks. I'll be alone in there, so I have to discover the truth all by myself. Let's do it, Mr. Wright. I'll be with you the whole way. There has to be a point where Phoenix has to do it all on his own, right? Courtroom number 9. We've moved. Oh, we've switched sides. Oh, wait. Was it always that way? I don't know. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Sky. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. Edgeworth? It's been 2 months, but I haven't seen a courtroom since his trial. I hope that personal feelings will not be a part of this proceedings today. Mr. Wright. I'll choose the path I think is right, regardless of what those around me might say. The judgment to be made here is in our hands, not those of anyone else. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky has committed an unpardonable crime. Not only this, but she was rash enough to commit it in the prosecutor's office lot. Wow, he's much more forceful in person. I suddenly feel like confessing to everything. However, she will now pay for her rashness with her life. There was a witness to her crime. A professional witness. Well then, call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls its first witness, Miss Angel Star, to the stand. The cough-up queen. Okay. Alright. Haven't I seen you somewhere? You ordered the caviar lunch, right? Oh, caviar. I've never eaten caviar before. The judge is really wolfing it down. And for you, I have a fiesta bowl. Thanks. Will the witness state her name and profession? And you, sir? Did you order the fingerprint lunchbox? It is too early for lunch. Your name and profession, please. Well, Your Honor, how does it taste? So this is why everyone raves about caviar. It's so tasty it hurts. I always thought caviar would taste like pickled tapioca? What the heck does pickled tapioca taste like? Edgeworth's not happy. Name, profession, now. Me? The name is Angel Star. Don't go forgetting it. I find myself running Lunchland these days. Is that what you wanted me to say, Mr. Edgeworth? Very well, witness. Please describe the incident to us. The prosecution will wait. I'm not finished eating. Hurry it up. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. As you know, we usually call on the police to provide a description of the crime. Your Honor, as Mr. Edgeworth has said to the court, I am a professional. What exactly does that mean? Until 2 years ago, Miss Angel Star was a special investigator with the police. She was a first-rate homicide detective. What went wrong? What? Miss Star was a detective? Aha! I know who you are. Cough up Queen Angel Star, Your Honor. Long time no see. Very well, you may continue with the description, Miss Star. Just who is this lady? If I might have the court's attention over you. Okay. Story time. The parking lot of the prosecutor's office is divided into 2 blocks. A block is for the prosecutor's office personnel. B block is for visitors and clients. A chain divider separates the 2 blocks. I suppose that's to keep visitors from taking up prosecutor spaces, yes? Okay. The crime took place by a car in the back of A block in the car's trunk. The killer stabbed the victim with this knife and went to drive the body out. Okay. Unfortunately for her, there was a witness and an arrest was made on the spot. Who was this valiant witness? Why, it was me, Your Honor. Okay. This ain't good. Okay. Witness, did you see the very moment of the crime? Of course, Your Honor. Immediately after that, I apprehended the chief prosecutor. It seems rather cut and dry, doesn't it? Well, Mr. Wright, I can't agree on principle, Your Honor. It seems that some poor losers are unwilling to accept the truth, Your Honor. Shall I proceed to crush what little hope they have remaining? If you can, then give them your worst, Miss Star. Wait, are they talking about me? Okay. Witness's account. Alright. Somehow, I always knew a day like this would come. I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox to my boyfriend when I sensed something. Perhaps it was my finely honed detective's intuition at work. Okay. Through the wire fence, I saw Chief Prosecutor standing next to a garage car. The Chief Prosecutor was holding a knife in her right hand. Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into Detective Goodman's chest. Okay, that's it. Bringing a lunchbox to your boyfriend. How touching. Okay, let's go. As you can see, there is no room for doubt. The key point of your testimony seems to be nothing other than the point of the knife which you saw being stabbed into Detective Goodman. So how does it feel to be so utterly crushed? I am still thinking about that. It's merely a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine the witness. Okay. We should be dead here. I feel like it's not looking good. Press everything. How did you know? I respect the prosecutor's basic abhorrence of crime, yet the methods are ugly and twisted. Twisted methods will always lead to tragedy. The lunch lady's uninformed opinion is duly noted. Given that they are used to erasing inconvenient evidence at their whim, killing off a detective that knew too much is merely an extension of that. Okay. Miss Starr, do you have something personal against prosecutors? I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator, and if I hadn't been laid off by those prosecutors over there, I'd still be one. Oh, laid off? She was fired. To me, prosecutors are nothing more than worms. That said, I am a pro, as you know. My testimony is unbiased and flawless. Well, very well. You may continue, Miss Starr. This is kind of sus. Okay. I'm gonna press that. This boyfriend, he's the detective. No, he's the security guard. Not that boyfriend. The security guard. That boyfriend? You have several. Yes. This boyfriend, that boyfriend, and the other boyfriend. There's a third. Here to join. Right. The yet another boyfriend position is still open for applicants. I'll stick with the lunches, thanks. Note to self, the judge had to think before replying. So the security guard room is in the lot in A block. It's up on the second level so you can see everything from there. That would be the room with the security sign. Or is it the security cafe, as the sister says? Incidentally, did you bring your lunch boxes by car? Since I'm a visitor now, I parked in B block. So she was in B block when she witnessed the crime. When I sensed something, perhaps it was my finely honed detective's intuition at work. Wait, no, I'm supposed to go back. I went into reading the whole thing. No, press that. Okay, press that. You sensed something. So you're saying you had a premonition of the murder. It felt like, how would you say? Oh yes. It was like the feeling you get when you do a pumpkin chock full of seeds. I also have no idea what that means. I have no idea what that means. Speaking of a detective's intuition, wasn't the victim Mr. Bruce Goodman also a detective? Yes, well he was like a young cheese. Okay. A young cheese. A pale white cheese, not yet tangy, with experience on the streets. A greenhorn. Then I must be hard yellowed and sharp as a tack. Yeah, with the odor of an old cheese to match. In any case, there in the lot, I felt something stirring in the back of my mind. Okay. Through the wire fence, I saw Chief Prosecutor. Isn't it a wall? By garage car, you mean Mr. Edgeworth's car, yes? Mr. Edgeworth's? Incidentally, the knife with which the victim was stabbed was also Mr. Edgeworth's, wasn't it? Indeed it was. I'm sure there was a wall. What an odd case this is. And the person you saw, you were sure it was the defendant. I saw her from no further than 30 feet away. I'm certain it was her. If she's telling the truth, we're doomed. Let's just do what we can. Even if we don't have any proof, we can always nitpick. This is true. Witness, in your testimony you clearly stated the following. Prosecutors are nothing more than worms. Ergo, You are a biased witness. You might want to keep those silly opinions to yourself in the future, rookie. Huh? Rookie? Unless you're willing to risk the consequences of doubting me. Oh, we got the hair flicks. I'll fry you like a fritter, crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside. That was inspiring. I believe I've heard that tagline elsewhere. You could cry plagiarism. I may be relegated to the lowly post of lunch lady, but my instincts are honed. A photograph. You took this. The moment I witnessed the crime, my reflexes took over and snap, I took a picture. In fact, one of my lunch boxes is rigged with a camera. This just seems like a setup right now. I suppose that's more exciting than just hanging it around your neck. Witness, why am I only seeing this photograph just now? You think I'd show it to you, a prosecutor? Think again. Oof. My boyfriend works in the photography division of criminal affairs. Well, this is most certainly the defendant. Interesting. Crime photo added to the court record. I think she was blackmailed. Oh, this is unmistakably Lana Sky. So what was the defendant doing at the time? The chief prosecutor. Nope. Do that. Tell me more about this knife that the suspect was carrying. Well, I'd say the blade was about 4 inches long. Is that right, Mr. Edgeworth? It is your knife after all. It's kind of sus. Yes, that's about right. Prosecutors are by nature well versed in the location of a man's vital organs. I'm sure it was easier than boiling an egg for my salad surprise set. You can't testify as to her ability to kill an egg, I mean a person. Perhaps the chicken salad set would have been a better metaphor. Okay. So the defendant was holding a knife. What then? I think I'm gonna have to present evidence. Tell the court why you didn't try to stop the crime. You did see her raise the knife strike, no? The defense has a point. Unfortunately, by the time I realized what was going on, it was already too late. Too late? Yes. The next moment, the chief prosecutor brought down the murder weapon. I see. There's just one problem. She already had blood. Wait. It's only a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. We can make it. Wait, you said that before anything else. Scientifically speaking, Miss Starr's testimony is flawless. Sounds pretty fatal to me. What do we do? Is this it? Is my sister guilty? Let's just keep our heads cool and press the witness a bit, shall we? For some reason, having her panicking next to me makes me calmer. Okay. Don't smile like that. Okay. Somehow I always knew a day like this would come. Oh, can I not go back? Let me just double check. Hang on. Tell the court why you didn't try to stop this crime. You did see her raise the knife to strike, no? The defense has a point. Unfortunately, by the time I realized what was going on, it was already too late. Yes, the next moment. Okay, no, she didn't say she took the photo. I was just wondering. Okay. So I've obviously got to... I gotta choose when to present. I mean... If she saw a stab, how did she also make a call? Well, I guess this could have happened before the murder. There's a wall, right? That's like... That's why I'm a bit confused. She said she was on the fence, but she also said she was in the security room. On my way to... Oh, she was by the wire fence. Okay. That's the POV. So she's you at the moment. I guess. Yeah, so she would have seen it But, I mean... It just looks too set up like she's being forced to do this. I don't know, like... Or maybe... I don't know. No, not necessarily mind control. I'm just thinking, like... I feel like it's to do with Edgeworth. Let me just push that again. Knife, 4 inches... I'm trying to find the one that had to be pushed. Okay, so this is to do with the... Van's holding a knife. Then she thrust the pointy tip of the knife into... I need to find something to contradict. So we got A and we got B. Knife. That was left weirdly by the security thing. I mean, 7S. Where did she say... I don't know if this is the right place to put it. That's a 6-minute gap between that. And you witnessed this? You saw Miss Sky stab the victim with a knife. Okay. I'm just confused about the times right now. As I've already said, yes, I swear it on my finest salmon swirl lunch. I'm sure that is a fine lunch. But isn't that odd? Look at this photograph. This is the photograph you took of the very moment of the crime, is it not? Then why is Miss Sky not holding a knife? Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Objection! That had to be the weakest objection ever, Edgeworth. Yeah, it was still stronger than your ever-feeble mind, Mr. Wright. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? This photograph was not taken the moment before the stabbing. This was taken the moment after the stabbing. And how can you tell that? Blood splatter. Huh? See the dark crimson stains on Chief Prosecutor's coat? But it's a black and white photograph. Ah yes, it's hard to tell, but this could be blood. Well, Mr. Wright, I see no problem here. No problem, except you. Mr. Wright, are you going to just sit there and take that kind of abuse? You got a better idea? Objection. Again. Wait, that contradicts what the witness said in her testimony. Namely, that she took the picture the moment she witnessed the crime. Well, it seems I was slightly unclear. My apologies. That's it. If you run out of lunch, you order seconds. Problem solved. If you don't like it, try ordering the jumbo-sized lunch from the get-go. Good advice. I'm not sure I understood it, but good advice. I didn't have time to stop her. Prosecutor Sky was cold, calculating like a robot. She killed without pain or remorse. It was a premeditated murder. Premeditated? How do you know? Look at the Chief Prosecutor's hands in that photograph. Well, are those gloves? Surgical gloves made of thin rubber, most likely. Why would she have those on? I feel like the only reason Edgeworth is so passionate about this case is because it was his car and his knife used. If it was not premeditated, she would not be wearing those gloves. This is true. I still think she's being set up, though. These gloves do seem to tell a tale of premeditation. Premeditated murder, a serious offense. Witness, add this to your testimony. The murder was planned. The rubber gloves prove it. Okay. Let's press this. Okay. What if she was just in the habit of wearing gloves, like driving gloves? Oh. The gloves were admitted as evidence when the defendant was arrested. They were rubber gloves of the kind used for autopsies. In other words, when the chief prosecutor came to the crime scene, she came to do murder. It's the only possible conclusion one can make. Everything was planned. It was a premeditated crime. Ah. Impressive. I'm sorry they took you off the force, mister. This is bad. She's got them thinking this was all planned. If she can prove this claim, the trial's already over. I've got to think of a way to show that this wasn't premeditated. It's only a flesh wound, Mr. Wright. We can make it. You said that before. Anything else? Scientifically speaking, Miss Starr's testimony is flawless. Sounds pretty fatal to me. What do we do? Is this it? Is my sister guilty? Let's just keep our heads cool and press the witness a bit, shall we? Wait, this is just the same as last time. Don't smile like that. Okay. Somehow I always... Wait, so I've got to present evidence somewhere else then. I mean... Record of parking... I'm trying to think where best to present this evidence. I mean, it's possible the guy was killed before. Like, maybe she was told to check the back of the car. I don't know. Okay, I'm trying to think. It's gotta be to do with the last statement. Like, something I gotta present you. I think this is probably not... Yeah, it's not gonna go through, okay. I'm not sure I follow. It clearly contradicts the thought. Okay. I'm gonna try two more things. I just feel like I gotta contradict this. Maybe that? Because it was left at the crime scene. That's what I'm trying to work out, if the stuff left at the crime scene means anything. It doesn't seem to. Okay. No, you can't penalize me. I don't think I'm on the wrong track. I just think... I mean... Did I present that? I don't think I did. Okay, now I've got... I haven't got much of a chance here. I'm just trying... I feel like it's one of those three things that has to be used. Deliver lunch. Somehow I always knew a day like this would come. On my way to deliver a lunch, sensed something. Let me repress this. What if she was just in the habit of wearing gloves? Yeah, so this is the driving gloves statement. So gloves are admitted, yeah. She came to do murder. Okay. She's got them all thinking this was all planned. If she can prove that claim. So I gotta prove it wasn't planned. And I feel like they keep highlighting the flesh wound thing. Okay. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna save, because I think I've got 2 shots. I think I die on the second wrong shot from you. And I have a feeling I'm gonna get this wrong. Wait, why am I pushing again? No. Let me just skip through. Something about fired. Okay. Let me just... So, this was the security guard. So, let me just check the locations right. Okay, to join. The Get Another is still open. So she's saying... She witnessed it in B block. Let me press that again, because it's in red, which means it's a key detail. It felt like, how would you say, oh yes, it was like the feeling you get. Okay, so that's the... He was a detective, he was a greenhorn, is the thing, yep. So she felt something was off. I want to double check. By garage card, yeah, so this is Edgeworth's car. Indeed it was. So we've got... I'm kind of tempted to push with the map. Because... I don't know. This means something, I just have no idea what. This has to mean something too at some point. I never analyzed this. How did I not analyze that? A name and ID number are written here. Sergeant Bruce Goodman, ID... Oh no, wait, I did. Letters, silly. They're the reason we have a written language in the first place. Sergeant Bruce Goodman, ID... Bad... Oh, Yab... Yab Adab. Bad... Abe. Wouldn't that be better? Yeah, it does have a certain ring to it. Exactly my point. It doesn't make much... Okay. I don't know. Yabba dab... Oh, wait! Yabba dabba doo! That's a point. I am very confused what to do here. I mean, I've saved. I'm gonna present this because it keeps highlighting block A and block B. Okay, no, that's wrong. Hang on. Oh, there's been something's going on here. Wow. There we go. It's. Let me just push that again. Let me just double check what she says. Ugly and twisted methods always lead to tragedy. So erasing evidence. Okay, so she got laid off. Okay. Let me just re-go through all of this. His boyfriend, he's a detective. Not that. It's a security guard. So we got the boyfriend talk. So A block, it's up on the second level so you can see everything from there. Does she witness the crime in B block? Let me check this. So it's taken from the POV of, yes, you can see A. I mean, that's supposed to be knocked over as well. I'm just trying to think. I am like at a loss of where to go with this. So what would prove that it wasn't planned? Tried these. I feel like let me try that. No, okay. Hang on. Let me reload. I am... Okay. Made was planned, the rubber gloves prove it. Can I do the calling right now? He is right. I don't really know. I feel like I'm missing something. I mean, there's no need to push this again. No, there is. Okay. Death due to loss of blood. 1 knife wound. So victim's blood that... I didn't actually read this. So they... Between 4 PM and 5:30. A single stab wound was found. So from a chest wound. Maybe I present this. Okay, no. No, hang on. I'm just wondering because... I'm gonna go with... I feel like it has to be the last one. No, I didn't... Okay. I mean, they keep saying flesh wounds. I don't know if I presented the knife. I didn't. I should have just gone with the obvious hint the game is giving me with the flesh wound comment. It just didn't make sense to present the knife. Witness, do you know what this is? Are you trying to test me? I sell box lunches for a living, you know. That's a knife. The knife. The knife that was in Mr. Edgeworth's trunk. Indeed, it is my knife. What's of this case? The bloody murder weapon, a red car, all belonging to the prosecutor there. The defendant is the chief prosecutor for the district, right? I missed what her last statement said. Hang on. Oh, they're bad people or something. Okay, the defense has a request. We ask that the witness provide an accurate testimony. What's that, rookie? In your testimony, you state that Lana Skye planned this murder, and that's why she was wearing those special gloves. Seems like a natural conclusion to me. The gloves do indicate planning. However, why would she not also prepare the most important thing? The murder weapon. Oh, she's sweating. The knife just happened to be in the trunk of that car. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to plan a murder, you don't forget the weapon. She dropped a lunchbox. Order. Great, now the tide is turning in our favor. Great show, Mr. Wright. My sister's as good as free. I don't think that's the case. Not yet. Right? I believe the next lunch you'll be eating is humble pie. What? I hope you weren't deluding yourself into thinking that the tide has turned. Not over such a trifling detail, but this shoots a hole in the whole premeditated theory. The prosecution could care less if it was premeditated or not. The only one who seems to care is that lunch lady over there. The defendant, Lana Skye, murdered a detective with a knife. That is the only thing the prosecution needs to prove, nothing else. Very good, Mr. Prosecutor. I suppose you think you're clever now. But you know as well as I do that she planned on killing him. It was planned. If it wasn't, why would she have been wearing... I believe I'd like to hear your testimony again. Witness, please tell us only what you saw, not what you thought. How dare you? My powers of deduction are not to be underestimated. Really now. Okay. Angel's deduction. Alright. Lana Skye intended to murder Detective Goodman. That's why she called the victim all the way to the prosecutor's office. I'm sure the chief prosecutor had a grudge against the victim. Nothing else could drive that human machine to plunge the knife in again and again. She's only stabbed once. He was only stabbed once. The victim was summoned from the police department to the prosecutor's office. It does sound a lot like premeditation, doesn't it? So if I ordered a pizza, does that mean I'm planning to kill a delivery boy? It does, apparently. In any case, the defense may now cross-examine the witness. I already know where the holes are. Let me just skip to the end. I can even present right there, but I think I need to press. A human machine? That's a contradiction. Please. Can't you find fault with something of substance, Mr. Wright? Note to self, Mr. Edgeworth's sighs smell like citrus fruit. You say again and again. How many times did she stab him exactly? We often say chop into 1,000 pieces, but we don't actually mean 1,000 pieces. What difference does it make if the deed is done? How come she's getting mad at me? Let's just say she stabbed him several times and leave it at that. Leave it at that? This is a murder case, people. Mr. Wright, you should speak up if you have an objection. You know, she is giving hints right now. Miss Starr has turned out to be as short-tempered as she looked when we met her. Challenging her abilities as a detective really set her off. A short wick burns out the fastest. It's a scientific fact. I wonder, wouldn't it depend on the size of the candle? I mean, add more wax and even a really short wick will burn longer. Obviously, more scientific testing is required. Okay, but I already know. Alright, let me just confirm. So this... one knife wound. Let me just... I know what I'm doing now. You say she stabbed him again and again. But you couldn't have witnessed that. Are you testing me? Then I'll test you. With my moss surprise. I'm afraid the moss is growing under our feet as we wait, Miss Starr. What do you mean? I shouldn't have to explain this. But take a look. The autopsy report states that the death was due to a loss of blood from one stab wound. Aha, you're right. Good show, Mr. Edgeworth. I think the title's correct right now, you know. Stream title's pretty accurate. What a hunk. He's my hero, really. What about my objection? No one noticed. Well, witness? You got the crime scene set, right? Oh, thanks. I always believed that no one could ever mistake ketchup for blood. But now I realize that such mistakes are possible. So, you're saying you mistook something for blood? When she lifted her knife, I thought I saw blood at her breast. But maybe splattered blood from her victim. That's why I thought she must have stabbed him at least twice. And tell us what you saw that you thought was blood. Testify. Her red muffler looked like blood to me. That's how ghastly the whole scene was. Let me press that. Her red muffler. Yes, like a scarf. The chief prosecutor always wears one around her neck, so she can be easily hanged at a moment's notice, I suppose. She's right. But in the photo, Miss Skye was wearing a red scarf, wasn't she? But wait, isn't it odd that you mistook that for splattered blood? Well, people often mistake my beard for a bib. A judge with a bib. That's why this place feels so much like kindergarten sometimes. It's true. Actually, I do think I saw some traces of blood on her chest. That's convenient. However, the autopsy report is clear on this matter. It was only one knife wound. Apparently, Miss Starr isn't entirely sure of her own testimony. Mr. Wright, this is our chance. Chance for what, I wonder? Miss Starr has turned out to be as short-tempered as she looked when we met her. Challenging her abilities as a detective. Okay, so this is the same as last time. The wit comments. I get it. Every time that line comes up, I've got to push on that. So, I mean, I feel like she's not... Is she wearing the scarf? She's not wearing the scarf. Something's not right here. See, now I'm not messing up. Oh, the witness is clearly not suited for detective work. What? The suspect was not wearing a scarf or muffler of any kind when he stabbed the victim. Yeah, Edgeworth is just stealing Phoenix's job. And you've proved it yourself with this photograph. Huh? But that can't be. Only a professional lunch lady could be so utterly clueless. Congratulations, perhaps you finally found your true calling in life. Harsh words, but good. In the end, Mr. Edgeworth prevails. What was my objection? Chopped liver. But it was there, a scarf. No, not that, but something red, really. Yeah, Edgeworth is the MVP. Well now, where were we? The witness has given us an entertaining interlude, but back to business. What? Very well, witness. Continue your testimony. You saw the crime and apprehended the suspect. Tell us about that. Very well. I do remember some things accurately, at least. Ultimately, we couldn't shake the most important part of her testimony. The most important part? The part where your sister stabs the victim. This next testimony might just be the moment of truth. Apprehending the suspect. Alright. After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to her side. I quickly caught her, explained her rights to her, and arrested her on the spot. Ah yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. The chief prosecutor made to escape, but against Angel Star, resistance is futile. Okay. Was that it? You're quite determined about this scarf, aren't you? I strike like a snake and bite like a cobra. That's me, Angel Star. Okay. That wasn't a very good metaphor. First of all, a cobra is a kind of snake. Don't bother me with the details unless you want to get bitten. No thanks. Note to self, Mr. Wright is weak against poisonous snake bites. The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, knocked Kicked over an oil drum. An oil drum? Hard to imagine. Oh, she's beautiful but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Raw. Very well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, if you will. So, I mean... Let me just double-check something. She made this call. And she dropped her phone, and then the phone went off. Let me just check. So, she's trying to say she run that way. She also dropped the ID, apparently. Okay, after the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to the side. Let's push this. So where is this partition on the floor plans? I'm sure she means the wall next to the car. Yep, that's right. There was a wall there, about 6 feet high. She was obviously trying to hide herself. Quite a natural thing for a criminal to do. And what did you do then? I quickly caught her and explained her rights. Okay, let's press that. You say quickly, were you close to the suspect? As I just said, I was only 30 feet away from her the whole time. Maybe I should press her for more details? Yes. I'd like to see this on the floor plans just to be safe. Where is she gonna circle? The Lunchland car was... She was a visitor, thus she was parked in B block. So you witnessed the murder from here. That would make it about 30 feet from the car, yes. Is that correct, mister? Yes, that's right. But there was a chain link fence in front of you. I went over it, of course. Amazing! The Coffee Queen Lunch Lady athlete indeed. It would have taken her a little time to climb over the fence. Okay. So she couldn't have gotten to my sister that fast. Yeah, that fence is about 9 feet high too. So how did Miss Sky not get away? Yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. I don't think she did. She mentioned the muffler. What exactly did she say? If I remembered exactly, I would have told you in my testimony. Cheeky. Okay. Anyway, all I heard her say was the word muffler. Just that one word. So what you heard wasn't the suspect talking to you, but someone else? Yes, the chief prosecutor was talking on her phone. Phone? She can't mean ask further, yep. By phone, do you mean this cell phone discovered at the crime scene? Yes, ultimately. Ultimately? My memory. It's like a salmon heading upstream, you see. No, the court doesn't see, mister. The chief prosecutor first attempted to use the phone hanging on the wall. On the wall? That's right. Near the car, there was an emergency phone on the wall. Apparently it was out of order, and so she used her cell phone. Indeed, the emergency phone was out of order that day. Good witnessing, witness. Good witnessing. Whatever happened to good testifying? Okay, you should of course add this to your testimony. The things I do to please this rookie defense attorney. Okay. The word muffler was overheard during a call made to Emma at 5:18. Okay. I saw it all, how she tried the phone on the wall but had to use her. Okay. Let's press that. Do you think you could restate your testimony for the court? Aha, I was gonna ask the same thing. I'll only say this one time, so listen close, rookies. She said with an S. But K and W. Chief prosecutor stabbed the victim and ran behind the partition. Then she picked up the emergency phone on the wall, but it was out of order. So she pulled her own cell phone out of her pocket. She pulled it out over here when the phone was found over here. During that time, you climbed over the chain link fence. Guess she did hit her out of the way. Then when I boldly grabbed her arm, the chief prosecutor hung up her phone, and you saw her doing this. What is it, Mr. Wright? You know, that's actually a good point. That's a nice little hint there. Anyway. Miss Starr, I have to conclude that you have a personal grudge against Miss Lana Skye. The witness is a former detective. Her testimony is unmarred by personal bias. Well, who would have thought you would be my knight in shining armor prosecutor? You who, together with the chief prosecutor, kicked me out 2 years ago. Well, Miss Starr, this is a fatal contradiction with your testimony. How do you explain this? I don't know what you're talking about. Mess with me, and I'll make you cough it all up. Okay. Let's look at the floor plans. Alright, so you said you witnessed the crime from this point. However, if that's true, you couldn't possibly have seen Miss Skye making that phone call. I believe you see what I'm getting at. That emergency phone was on the back side of this petition. If indeed you were in B block, you couldn't have seen it. What? Oh no. Order, order. What is the meaning of this? It's simple, Your Honor. She's not coughing up lunch. She's coughing up lies. Wait a minute. Is Edgeworth gonna help? That's quite a claim, Mr. Wright. Perhaps you will allow me a question. Tell us exactly what lie this witness has told the court. Yes, where the counterattack begins. I can't afford to get this wrong. The witness lied about what she saw, where she saw it. I think it's where she saw it. Or it's the order of events. It's not the first one. The reason I think it's where she saw it, I don't know actually. Well, she took the photo. She had to have seen it from behind the chain, so maybe it's the order of events. She lied about the order of events. Miss Skye used that emergency phone before the murder. I see, I hadn't thought of that. That took the wind out of her sails. Mr. Wright, I hate to bother you while you're celebrating your victory. No, don't tell me I'm wrong. But why would anyone use the emergency phone before the murder? Huh? Just when you think he can't sink any lower, he amazes us. I applaud you, Mr. Wright. No, don't take that help away. You ordered the orange peel lunchbox, right? No. No, I guess that teaches me to not get excited before the evidence. Hang on. One more try. Yeah, that's not wrong. I see it in your eyes. You haven't learned your lesson, have you? Tell us exactly what lie this witness has told the court. Here's where the counterattack begins. Okay. Let's pretend that didn't happen. It's probably what she saw then, but at this point, I have 1 life left now. It's not order of events. Where she saw it. The only reason I've thrown off, it can't be where she saw it because the photo, so it has to be what she saw. She lied about what she saw. In other words, she didn't see Miss Skye using that emergency phone. It does seem hard to imagine how she could have. Very logical. What's the matter, Star? Cat got your lunchbox. Mr. Wright, no, I had to... No, because she was behind the... No! Why would she say that? My sister had tried to use the phone but failed. It doesn't make any sense. Why lie about something so insignificant? Oh, dang, she's right. I mean, maybe she really did see her try to use the emergency phone. I see no room for doubt you. You ordered the pute on rice, right? Mr. Wright, I thought you had something there. Hang on. Objection. That never happened. It was where she saw it. But I feel like that one... I didn't think it was that one because of the photo. Unless she took the photo last, but that's the order of events being lied about then. Anyway. Miss Skye tried to use the emergency phone, but it was out of order. What is significant about this fact? Nothing. Therefore, it would be pointless for Miss Starr to lie about it. Pointless to lie, I see. Say the witness did actually see Miss Sky using the emergency phone. It would mean Miss Star witnessed the crime from a different location. The photo. A different location. Now that's a pointless lie if I've ever heard one. Before you call my lie pointless, at least let me tell it. Okay. Let me ask a question to our clever wordsmith, Mr. Wright. Just where was the witness when she saw the crime? Well, the testimony prepared until now points in one direction. I mean, it has to be like down here, doesn't it? Am I crazy? It has to be, cause the bars, the wire. I can't save. Like, can I just put you? I think. I mean, it's highly likely that's where she was. You think? It's highly likely. Cavalier attitude stands in stark contrast to your feeble argument, Mr. Wright. Her being there wouldn't change a thing. No, hang on. But I'm going based off the photo. I just saved over it. No. Can I undo? Can I undo? Oh no. Wait. Wait. I made a mistake. Is there a secret save somewhere? Oh no. I mean, I've got that. It depends how far it takes me back, right? The good thing is... Crap, that was a mistake. I thought I was... No. That's enough. This court sees no reason to prolong the trial. Defense has failed to give the court sufficient reason to doubt the prosecution's claim. This court finds the defendant, Miss Lana Sky, guilty. The accused will surrender to the court immediately to be held pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. The court is adjourned. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no. Okay. The good thing is I kind of saved. Somehow I was on my way to deliver a lunchbox. Right, where's the contradiction last time? I remember this. It was the knife. Okay, we speedrun. I know exactly where I was at. I remember all the answers. Definitely. Come on. Alright, we're speedrunning. We're cutting out. I don't actually... I think I'm a bit more behind than I thought, actually. Right. Is this where Edgeworth works with us? Oh, it's humble pie. So... Alright, I gotta remember what I was doing here. Out of context. You saw... Really now? Okay. Okay, Angel Seduction. So this is the redo. Alright. I feel like last time I worked this out because it was the multiple stabbings. If I recall, that was the... Like, we can just, you know, jump ahead a little bit. Right, there we go, yeah. I am pretty much almost caught up. Okay, we can skip ahead. We're just... Everything's, like, going fast. Okay. I just gotta make sure I don't accidentally click something. Alright. Her red muffler looked like... Okay. Then we present the photograph. Trust. I will double save to make sure I don't do that again. Okay. Okay, let's fast forward this. So I think we're up to date now. No, we're not. I think there's one more. She ran behind the side. So I've got a... Where did I push it? You were quite determined about the scarf. So we've got the Kerber comments. Come on. I don't want to skip too far because I think I'm really close to where I was at. I feel like. So apprehending the suspect. Where did I push? After the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a patrician off her side. I quickly caught her. Let me push that. She mentioned the muffler. What exactly did she say? Okay, let's skip ahead. Ask further. Okay, let's not mess this up. This is a test of my memory. Okay. So good witnessing, good testifying. I saw it all, how she tried to use the wall, and then we do this. We present. Do I present the map? Hang on. Oh, this is one of the, this is the first save. Alright, that's saved. And just to be safe, saving twice. If I mess up, I've got a backup. I'm sure it was the map. No, it wasn't. Load. See, now I can't remember. I can remember the stuff further away. It says how she tried to use the phone on the wall instead of her cell phone. Okay. Then it was probably... No, there was... What was the contradiction? I mean, I must... Maybe I gotta push her on that. Okay. Do you think... Okay, so redo the statement. So she'll say where she saw it. Yeah, so we then call that out. Okay. That's where I made the mistake I didn't press. So, the chief prosecutor made to escape, but against... I swear it was the photo. Because it's about her saying she's there. No, it's... What am I doing? I need to actually read. I had to double save. Unless it was this I pushed. She made to escape. Can you be more specific? She brushed aside my hand and ran. It was terrible. Sight to see, like a dollop of lard on a pate of foie gras. Huh? She even kicked over an oil drum at me. An oil drum. I'm sure it was the phone. There was an oil drum lying on the side, but it's strange. Oh, another photo on the phone, yeah. What's that? If she wanted to escape, why didn't she run the other way? The other? Wait, I didn't even talk about this. The parking lot entrance. That's right. It doesn't make any sense that she would run from behind the partition to the old drums. Excellent. More mysteries. I wish we could solve a few before finding more, though. So Miss Guy tried to run. I'm sorry my sister is so suspicious, Mr. Wright. Not as sorry as I am. But she didn't do it. You have to believe me. Okay. I'm gonna BRB quick. I'm just gonna get a drink. I'm losing my voice a little bit. Yes, I'll BRB. Okay, I am back. I still don't remember. So after the murder, the suspect attempted to run behind a partition off to his side. Let me push that. So where is this partition? Oh, maybe it's because I didn't... You know what, that's probably because I didn't outline that. I think the problem is that maybe I've jumped too far ahead without getting the, like, contradictions. It was a wall there about 6 feet high. So obviously trying to hide herself, quite a natural thing for a criminal to do. Okay. So after that, we push this. If I just push everything, I'm getting all of it covered, and then I'll double save again. Yes, press for more details. There we go. I'd like to see this on the floor, just to be safe. Lunchland. So she was over there. Yeah, that fence is about 9 feet high too. So how did Miss Sky not get away? Now press this, just to be sure. She mentioned the muffler. What exactly did she say? If I remembered exactly, I would have told you. Anyway, all I heard her say was the muffler. So this is to do with the phone. I saw it all, how she tried. So she's restating the testimony. She is there. Yeah, so looking at this POV, she comes from behind, so she's probably in the security bit. Okay. So this is where I save, not load. Save. So save there. Where's the other one? And save here. You know, just for good luck, triple save. Alright, because I have a bad feeling. Anyway. So tab present. I think this is when we present this. Yeah, there we go. Now it works. Because we didn't have the stuff we had last time. That's why. I just went in too early. I didn't actually call out the contradictions. I just jumped straight to the end thing. This is true. So then... we're getting there. We're like this close. She's like, oh my god, how did you know? Okay, so the witness lied about where she saw it. That does make the photo sus, unless it's an old photo. Like it wasn't taken on the day of the murder. She's not wearing a muffler. Alright. The good thing is we're not that far behind now, so my saves. So where was the witness? Okay. It has to be the security room. I think she came from the security room. This is the only place where she could have been. The security guard room. Indeed, the security room in the underground parking lot is well positioned. It's built on the second floor so you can see the entire lot. She would have been able to see the emergency phone from there. But why there? There are many other places where she could have seen the phone. Not in this case, Your Honor. The witness, not being part of the prosecutor's office, couldn't park in A block. The only place where she could have seen the crime and the back of the partition is here. I remember in your testimony you said you brought a lunch to your boyfriend in the security guard room, yes? Well, mister, how many years have I been getting the better of men? To think that the tables could be turned. Today a man has got the better of Angel's style. Alright, we're getting there. Order, order, witness. What have you done? You used to be a detective. You should know better. I'm not turning back. The guilty will be punished, and I'll do what I must to make sure justice prevails. The guilty? Is she talking about Miss Sky? Mr. Wright, doesn't this strike you as odd? Why did Miss Starr lie? It doesn't make sense. Huh? She could have just said she saw the crime from the security guard station. It wouldn't change anything. Exactly. This photograph tells all. It was the defendant who stabbed the victim. That truth still stands. It still stands. I disagree, Mr. Edgeworth. What? If a witness is found to be lying, they're guilty of perjury. She knows this. She wouldn't risk that without a good reason. So tell us what her reason was, Mr. Wright. Huh? Me? Who else? Mr. Wright, let's review what we know. Okay. So she's in the security room. Miss Starr witnessed the crime from the security guard station. But she lied and said she saw it from B block. It must make a vital difference, but what? What would change? Angle of the view to the crime, distance to the crime, difference in lighting. I think it is the angle of the view to the crime because I feel like that's just an old photo. Like, I don't think that's a photo at the crime scene. Maybe. Why the angle at which she saw the crime occur would change? The angle? What do you mean? Well, the security guard station is on the second floor, and she would have sort of a more 3D view of the crime. And this is important. Why? Phoenix, no, the photo contradicts the location. I've got another try. You know, I can afford to actually... So we're back to the 50-50. I don't need to save. I trust. Difference in lighting. I mean... Sounds like this. Let's just open this. Alright, so... Distance here, she was like there to there. It's kind of the same distance, so it's not the distance. It's gotta be the lighting. But maybe I'm thinking too logical. It's a difference in lighting. Trust me, I can afford this. Lighting, what does that mean? Well, it means, see, the security guard station is on the second level, so she'd have seen a crime in better lighting conditions. And this is important. Well, why is it? All my reasoning. No, hang on. I'm not losing again. Load, not save. This is... I feel like... I feel like the last option doesn't... To me, it doesn't make sense. I don't know, I feel like the other one with like the angle makes sense when you look at the photo. Like she's taken the photo past the fence. No, there's no game overs. We just went back in time. I mean, maybe there's a valid reason. Where she saw it. Okay, speedrun. Now we gotta select the security room. We got objection to objection, and the judge is like, tell us where. Over you. And I will save. I'll save over my saves. Let me get a little bit ahead. Alright. We save at this point. And what I'll do, I won't save over all of them in case I've done something terribly wrong in this moment. So I'll save 2 of the same ones, but then a 3rd new one. Okay, extra safety here. You brought a lunch to... Okay. So, at this point, it's the option I didn't pick. So it's not the angle, it's not the lighting, it's the other one. I feel like it's the angle, to me. I honestly do think it's the angle, because the photo is literally from a different angle. And that's what I'm confused about why it wasn't that. Unless someone else took the photo. The distance to the crime made, like... For me, the distance between the crime for her, it looked the same when you look at the evidence. Anyway, my condolences, Mr. Wright. But one look at the floor plans and it's quite clear. Oh, maybe it's the height, though. That's not put into account. Distance between the scene of the crime and the guard station is 30 feet. I don't see how that would change what she could see. Okay. What she saw is not in question here. What matters is the time it would take her to reach the scene of the crime. Alright. Miss Stahl, you witnessed the crime from the security guard station. Now, how long did it take you to go from there to the scene of the crime where you arrested Miss Skye? Well, witness, yes. You ordered the squid wheels, right? The quality of my lunches has gone from low to inedible. I was bringing a PB&J lunch with fresh boysenberry jam to my boyfriend. Boysenberry for the boyfriend. He wasn't in the station, so I waited. I witnessed the crime from the glass-walled station. Then I contradict with the photo, right? And before I knew what I was doing, I found myself running towards the scene, but the door was locked. I couldn't open it. So she ran all the way around and then took a photo while she was still standing there. It makes no sense. That's why I had to go through the visitors parking in B block. That's quite a detour. It probably took me at least 5 minutes to get to the scene of the crime. 5 minutes? This changes things considerably. But it was that woman over there in the defendant's chair who stabbed him. I know it. I have photographic evidence. I swear it. I swear it on my finest plastic spork. You have a point, and the spork is a wonderful invention. Would you like another caviar lunch? Absolutely. Uh-oh. Mr. Wright, you have to do something. Do I have any evidence to stop this? Raise an objection. I feel like every time you just gotta object. 5 minutes between the witnessing of the murder and the arrest. Think about it. You could make pasta in that amount of time. You like it al dente. I've got lunch boxes that tie pasta into knots, rookie. Okay. A 5-minute blank. Isn't that strange? Strange? If you were a criminal, what would you do with 5 minutes, Your Honor? Well, I guess I'd flee the scene. Hey! Don't get the wrong idea. I didn't kill anyone. But you have the instincts of a killer. You would run. But this time was different. Miss Skye dawdled at the scene of the crime. She even had her picture taken. No true criminal would act this way. It's inconceivable. Ah! Alright. Don't get the wrong idea. Oh wait, no. I'm behind. Well then, it seems we've come to the end of this testimony. I accidentally opened the stream and saw it. The witness has a grudge against the defendant and a blank in her testimony. It's true. Mr. Edgeworth is the next witness ready to go. Unfortunately, I appear to have overestimated this witness on account of her professional history. We did it. We screwed that can shut, Mr. Wright. That was too close. Okay. I'm afraid that the cough-up queen has been dethroned. And with that, court is adjourned. Okay. She has... Wait, hold it. No. Mr. Edgeworth, you ordered the squid wheels, right? That's the one she tried to foist off on me. I prefer to not take the defense team's leftovers. Anything else to say? I might be able to save you. I have decisive evidence. What was that? Is this another one of her trick lunchboxes? My apologies, but we have no further questions to ask of you, Miss Starr. Ah. Is this your jumbo lunchbox? A triple-decker. Okay. Out of deference to the witness's determination, I'll allow one more testimony. Let's hear about this decisive evidence. Like the Lunchland motto says, you won't be disappointed. What's she gonna pull out of her lunchbox this time? Okay. Decisive evidence. The judge is sus right now for just taking all these lunchboxes. I should have mentioned those 5 minutes when I wasn't looking at the crime scene, and now To the matter of the victim's shoe, did I not bring this up? 2 types of blood were found on this shoe. One was, of course, the victim's, and the other blood type matched that of the defendant, Miss Lana Skye. This shoe proves it. It's flawless, decisive evidence. Okay. What? There was blood found on that shoe? Try Lunchland for all your lunch and decisive evidence needs. Okay. We got an objection. Witness, what's the meaning of this? Why is this the first time I've heard of this evidence? Simple, as I've already said. I don't trust you with evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. That's why I took the liberty of investigating this myself. And you had blood tests performed. Didn't I mention? I have 3 boyfriends in forensics. In any case, Your Honor, I can't accept this as evidence. What? You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. Rule 1, no evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. In other words, this shoe is illegal evidence, at least for the time being. Is that right, Mr. Wright? It seems so. Edgeworth sure is celebrating. Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. Don't forget, I used to be a detective. As I mentioned previously, this shoe has already been tested by a member of the forensics department. As you can see, it was approved by the police department as of today. That's true. Even the general public can produce official evidence, Mr. Edgeworth. Is that right, Mr. Wright? It seems so. Edgeworth is looking pretty sullen. You could at least study some evidence law, really. Prosecution's complaints notwithstanding, it appears that this evidence satisfies the first rule of evidence law. However, it seems you have yet another count against you, witness. Anything to ensure that the guilty are properly judged. Victim's shoe added to the court record. Okay. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Okay. She's sus. I should have mentioned those 5 minutes. I don't know. Why did you lie about those 5 minutes? I guess you could say I just wanted people to look at the results. The results. How many times do I have to say this? I saw the chief prosecutor stab the victim before my very own eyes. Compared to that, a 5-minute blank means nothing. Then why didn't you just tell the truth? Don't make me laugh. We're dealing with the most untrustworthy of the vile lot known as prosecutors. Falsified evidence, arranged testimonies, erasing and manipulating evidence. When you fight monsters, you need to use every trick in the book. This when the suspect is admitting she did it? But false testimony is the most despicable crime of all, Miss Starr. Let's just get this over with. Okay. So, and now to the matter of the victim's shoe. Okay. And you found the shoe at the scene of the crime. I detained the chief prosecutor and notified the police department. I wanted to make myself useful while I was waiting for the police to arrive. So, like an ill-trained pooch, you snuck off with a shoe. I was afraid someone would erase the chief prosecutor's crime. This shoe was my secret weapon if that should happen. See this fashionable basket I have here? It carries more than lunchboxes, gentlemen. Okay. I'm happy for you and your lunchbox bag, really. In any case, you removed valuable evidence from the scene of the crime. Now tell us what you did next. 2 types of blood were found on this shoe. So you brought it to the forensics department. If you're going to submit something as evidence in court, you need it approved. To do that, evidence must be analysed by a forensics expert. And she got away with her little coup because she used to be a detective. The shoe does appear to have bloodstains on it. Well, the man was stabbed after all. And that blood belonged to the victim, Detective Goodman. As I said, there were 2 types of blood found on the shoe. And the other blood type matched that of the defendant, Miss Lana Skye. Okay. You can't say for sure the blood belonged to the defendant with a blood test. You claim to know something about blood tests, rookie. Huh? Well, speak up. Well... Blood comes in 4 types. A, B, O, and AB. However, you can't tell from a blood test whether a murder was committed in cold blood. That's just a figure of speech, Mr. Wright. Actually, we can differentiate between millions of types with all the blood tests out there, which means that we can more or less narrow down any sample of blood down to just one person, or so I hear. That's pretty specific. If I had a little more time, I would have gotten DNA test results. But they said there's very little doubt it could be anyone but Miss Lana Skies. So the suspect's blood was found on the victim's shoe. That ties it directly to the death of Detective Goodman. I was afraid he was going to say that. Didn't she have a cut though? On her hands. I can't let this evidence go through without a fight. You ordered the peppered fish guts, right? Some like it hot, Mr. Wright. Some like your client. She's in enough hot water to make a whole vat of soup. Mr. Wright, do you or don't you have a problem with this shoe? A problem? This is critical. Is there a problem with the victim's shoe? There is a problem. If I'm not imagining things, I'd say there is one critical problem with this evidence. A clear contradiction. That gleam in your eyes. You're still young, rookie. I'd give you a peppered fish gut now, but you couldn't take the heat, could you? Okay, let's hear what Mr. Wright has to say. What is the contradiction about the victim's shoe? Show us the problem with this evidence. There's blood on the bottom of the shoe. If that's a blood splatter from a murder, I don't know. How do I... Am I supposed to zoom in? Oh no, I didn't mean to just click that. I wonder if you noticed. There's blood on the bottom of the shoe. Don't mess with me, rookie. Or it'll be your blood on the bottom of my shoe. Indeed, there is quite a bit of blood on the bottom of the shoe. It makes sense. The victim was stabbed with a knife. What could possibly be contradictory about the blood on the bottom of his shoe? When in doubt? Hang on. I can't save you. Okay. That's pointless. Traces of victim's blood, no prints. That's not gonna help. That's not gonna help. Let me check this. So time of death, assessment wound caused. It is the mascot. Loss of blood from chest wound. It could be. I mean, he's in the car, right? He's not on the floor. I don't know. I think it's... I've got 2 attempts at least, right? So I can fast save my way out. I feel like it's probably the photo. No. Is it? The problem lies in the footprint. Let me just... Got an opportunity. Just, you know, we gotta be safe. And just to be extra safe, we'll save down here. No, extra safe. I'm being after losing that one time on this. The problem lies in the footprint. The footprint. Note that the bottom of the victim's shoe is covered in blood. Then, isn't it strange? Why weren't any bloody footprints found by the scene of the crime? Aha! As you can see, there were no traces of any such footprints at the scene of the crime. That contradicts your claim about the shoe. This picture only shows part of the floor, so there could have been bloody footprints. Then where are they, Mr. Edgeworth? Because we checked the scene and found nothing of the sort. This is true. There's no blood on the floor. Order, order, order. Well, witness. What? Huh? Great going, Mr. Wright. But it's true that the lack of a footprint is a contradiction, but then we have to ask why there wasn't a footprint. Oh, that's true. There has to be a reason why there wasn't a footprint. Think, Mr. Wright. Think. Hey, I don't know why it's not there. I'm just good at finding contradictions. What? Hold it. Is what Edgeworth says. I see. Now I get it. Get what? Our witness is more devious than I gave her credit for. We were hoodwinked to the very end. But she slipped. There is one vital hint to the truth in her testimony. What are you talking about? Think back to when she told us about apprehending the suspect. The chief prosecutor tried to resist, but her efforts were in vain. She knocked my hands aside, kicked over an oil drum. Oh, she's beautiful but deadly. A predator, this one. A leopard woman. Raw. Okay. I thought that was a strange thing for the normally cool-headed chief to do. No kidding. Now, witness, allow me to ask a very simple question. This oil drum, was it empty? Oh, that, I'm not sure I like your attitude, Mr. Edgeworth. Apparently you're not the slowest conveyor belt in the lunchbox factory. Witness, well, was the oil drum empty? The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water. Water? What does that mean? Still don't get it, Mr. Wright? Do you want to know the reason she knocked it over? The real reason? Aha, you don't mean... Yes, the suspect knocked over that oil drum for one reason and one reason alone. To erase the bloodstains that would become evidence against her. There's just one problem. That photo doesn't make sense, though. That ties things up quite nicely. The bloodstains left on the victim's shoes tie her quite clearly to this murder. Then after the deed was done, she knocked over the oil drum to erase the telltale signs. Why, that's a prosecutor's specialty, erasing evidence. That reminds me, Miss Skye's right hand was hurt. Didn't she say she'd cut herself when she stabbed him? So that's when my sister's blood got on the shoe? Well, I see no reason to prolong this trial. Mr. Wright, do something. Please, what can I do? Your sister has confessed to the crime and she tried to conceal it. But... enough. There is no need for further debate. The verdict, Your Honor. Very well. But Angel Star is on the prosecutor's side. She could have been lying about the water. This court finds the defendant, Miss Lana Skye. Have I lost? Hold it. No. True. Little girl, what did you just say? Huh? Me? Did you say that I, Angel Star, was on the prosecution's side? She got him. Well, yeah, you are. You're saying my sister hid evidence by erasing the bloody footprints. Well. I thought you'd had your fill, but here you are demanding a second helping. Another lunchbox. A lunchbox called evidence. Wait, witness, don't tell me you have something else. The time for deliberations is past. Any further comments, and you will be held in contempt of the court. Your threats don't scare me. The cough-up queen. Look at this. A photograph. I had it just in case anyone had the gall to suggest that the white shoe didn't belong to the victim. I see no room for error in this evidence. Mr. Right, wait, look at the asphalt in this photo. Hey, it's clearly wet. Wait a minute. Erasing the last trait of doubt from the court's mind, immediately after the murder, the crime scene was washed with water. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I guess I couldn't help after all. It's not your fault. I knew I couldn't win this case from the beginning, and it seems this is what your sister wanted anyway. Don't tell me he's gonna get some help. I'm sorry, Mia. Right, wet or not, don't be so quick to throw in the towel. In the end, he couldn't do it on his own. Get yourself up off the the asphalt and take another good look. Don't give up, not until the bitter end. He just can't do this on his own. This is the last piece of evidence. Very well, this time I'd like to declare a verdict for good. Objection. Your Honor, wait. What is it with you people? Can't I hand down my verdicts in peace anymore? Whatever it is, can it wait? No, it can't. Then it will be too late. Look at this photograph, the last one submitted. This trial isn't over until we give each piece of evidence proper consideration. So, right. Are you saying there's a problem with this latest piece of evidence? Yeah? I'll think later. Yeah, there's a problem. Right or wrong, I've got to go ahead with this. I suppose since we've come this far, we should give every claim a fair shake. Very well, Mr. Wright. Show the court the problem in this photograph. Good question. What is the problem in this photograph? Is it this suspicious piece of paper hanging out? Is it the blood on the bottom of the shoe? I don't have any more guesses. I didn't save. So the knife is in him. Obviously. The shoe's there. Is it just the shoe because where the shoe's placed? Because there's no blood there, even if water did go through there. I think above the asphalt. Okay. I mean, I don't remember if I've got 1 or 2 guesses left. I'm just looking at the... If this shoe's got blood on the bottom and the scene was washed, there would have to have been blood here for where the shoe... Like, the shoe's placed, right? I don't know. My assumption is this guy was already dead in the car. Like, Edgeworth just didn't know. Like, he was killed outside of here and it was a setup thing. I kind of want to try the shoe, which might be dumb. Well, it's probably here. Oh no, that's not a good sign. No. As your elder, Mr. Wright, let me give you a piece of advice. When you point at something, at least remember to keep your eyes open. I believe he's trying to say that no one's falling for your bluffs, Mr. Wright. Open your eyes, Mr. Wright. Think scientifically. Suppose since we've come this far, we should give every claim a fair shake. Very well, Mr. Wright. Wait. I don't get penalized. I want to know what that is in there. The problem is, in this photograph is here. It was that. Okay. What's this? There's something poking out of the car's muffler. Wait just a moment, Mr. Edgeworth. Your Honor. You just said muffler. However, I see no trace of a muffler or scarf of any kind in this photograph. A muffler is also a part on a car or motorcycle, Your Honor. Just think of it as a part of the exhaust system, a pipe. I see it, and I see. What's that suspicious looking cloth sticking out of the car's muffler? So what if there is something sticking out of the muffler? What does that have to do with this case? Nothing, absolutely nothing. The phone call. The phone call! Sorry, mister, but it's not going to be that easy. In fact, you've already told us why this is important to the case. You said as much in your testimony. What? No. Let's hear what Mr. Wright has on his mind. Tell us why you think this piece of cloth in the muffler is related to this case. Let me just present the mobile device. Mister, recall your testimony for the court. Ah yes, when I arrested her, she mentioned the muffler. That's what had me confused in my earlier testimony. She's in trouble. Muffler. Ah. Could it be that the muffler you heard mentioned was actually this exhaust pipe? Get her, get her, get her! If so, that means this piece of cloth is vital evidence. Oh. She's in too much pain. Agony. The shock. Well, it seems we'll have to suspend the proceedings. Suspend? Suspend. I find myself wondering about that piece of cloth. If we leave any question unanswered here, we do a disservice to the law. Have the car at the crime scene inspected at once and bring me that cloth. The verdict will wait until after we've seen all the evidence. Agreed? I suppose so. Whew. That was close. But we made it. At least for now. This court will adjourn for a 30-minute recess. It's lunchtime after all. He's still hungry. Okay. To be continued. Alright. Does that mean it's a break in between the trials? Let me save. Let me just save everything. Can I double save now? That's what I'm doing now, is double saves. I'll probably read through this stuff and then I might finish up stream looking at the time. Alright, defendant lobby number 2. Mr. Wright. What? Our trial's always like this with you. Like you're swimming up from the bottom of a lake, about to reach the surface, but no matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get there. Pretty much. Except today we're swimming in quicksand. So what happened to your sister anyway? Apparently she got called off to the judge's chambers. Probably something to do with that piece of cloth. So this is where we turn this trial around, right? Our only weapon, a tiny insignificant piece of cloth. I'm the one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant to tell the truth. Hola, hola partner. He's Spanish now. They say you show a red cloth to a bull, it'll fire up its temper. That's what they told me when I was a young'un, at least. Officer Marshall. Thought I'd come take a look. See at how the trial's going. Looks like I'm late. They've got the home ranch locked down tighter than a fort in enemy territory. That hard to slip out, huh? What is going on over there anyway? All the police I've seen these last 2 days have been really on edge. Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people camaraderie? You could be worrying about the chief prosecutor's taste in mufflers, for example. Officer Marshall? The whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with scarves. She wasn't even wearing a scarf. You don't say. Now don't that just be all? I've seen the red breeze blow at her slender neck many a time. I saw it that day too. She was wearing a red muffler. What? At the award ceremony that afternoon. Edgeworth seen it too, I'd reckon. What does that mean? In the photograph taken at the crime scene, she wasn't wearing a scarf. So Miss Starr wasn't mistaken? Well, it's about time. Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns. And sometimes you just gotta let that bull go where it will. Time will tell. I have a bad feeling about this. So what are we swimming in now, Mr. Wright? If it's steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs. Ooh-wee. Okay. Does this take it back to the courtroom now? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna save up then. And I'll continue this next week. Yeah, I'll continue next week. I'll oversave these, actually. Actually, let me do number 1 as the save slot. So I know, rather than me searching, you know, let's just do 2 of them. I actually got 3, but yeah, I'm gonna finish up stream. Yeah, it's been pretty fun. This one, I think the first bit of the episode is a bit confusing. I still don't know why Phoenix Wright has done nothing for 2 months, but maybe there'll be context. I don't know. But yeah, gonna finish up. So goodbye for now.